The Brainless Podcast.
Nah, ni baru macam
Oh
nah.
my god!
Oh my God.
This is definitely the first time we're doing this.
Yeah,
Wow, it's
this
the
is
third
definitely the
episode.
first take.
First
Yeah.
take.
First
Scuff
take.
streaming. Scuff streaming in this economy. Nah,
What
no,
is that? What even
What
is
is
that?
Imagine, what is that? Oh my god! Welcome everyone to the Brainless Podcast.
Episode 3, y'all. Welcome. With
Welcome,
your favorite co-host. I mean, your favorite hosts, Lilith and
hostess.
Daka.
Why the Delka is just like Delka? He's just there. The fuck did I do?
Hello.
God damn!
Hello.
Welcome everyone. Welcome.
It's been a while.
It's been a couple of months.
Yeah, kalau kamu terkejut. Wait, guys, kenapa ya episode 3? Because episode 1 and episode 2 are available on my YouTube channel. You can check out.
Yay! At youtube.com/Lilith Hamilton.
We
Yes,
talked
yes.
about food, and then we had what, Delka? We had what?
We had a collab with Fujirahaya about Brunei.
Yeah.
And then now for our third episode, I believe we're basically just gonna talk about things that had happened throughout 2023 and such.
And
We didn't really plan.
Yeah, we're
we
gonna
didn't really plan. We didn't really plan out a thing to talk about. But I believe for the most part, I think we're just gonna like talk about what had happened thus far.
yeah. And then you guys might be wondering, like, why does it take so long for us to release the Brunei's Podcast episode 3? So we're gonna talk about it. It definitely has to do with about our whereabouts.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, Naka,
Yeah.
wanna
what's
talk about
that?
it?
Where do we begin? Where do we begin when it comes to
Where
like
the
what happened
beginning?
what happened in between episode 2 and episode 3? God, I feel like when it comes to production to make Brandon's podcast, you're definitely the MVP when it comes to technicals, because all the editing when it comes to the podcast and such, that's all Lilith, guys. Lilith did all the editing and whatnot, and I believe honestly, hardware could be one, and as well as software is also one thing that drives an issue to production. The Brainless Podcast. So that can be attributed as one delayed the Brainless Podcast.
Yeah, and another one would definitely be the overwhelming ideas that we wanted to discuss on for the next episode. Initially we wanted to talk about like the difference between being an introvert and extrovert. We initially invited someone who's introvert, tapi of course due to the extreme introvertism, they
Introvertness.
wouldn't be able to participate in the third episode, and then so we had to improvise in a way. Kaya ujung-ujungnya it's macam we've been doing our own stuff, Joa, our real life stuff.
Yeah,
And that
real
ended
life
up the
situations.
extreme delay of the Brainless Podcast episode 3.
Yeah. We were so adamant for a theme for the third episode. I believe that could be attributed what caused Brainless Podcast episode 3 to be delayed, because we were so struck to find someone to join us for the third episode that we ended up like delaying it quite a lot.
Yeah.
And again, with the mention of IRLs and situations that were beyond our control, I believe that can also be attributed towards the huge delay for Brandon's podcast episode.
That's true.
3.
We had like an existential
Existential crisis.
Yeah, we had like our crisis going on.
Yeah.
Yes, a podcast. Yes, finally a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finally, third episode.
Yeah.
This time we're doing it live because honestly, I feel like a podcast is more suited, don't you think, to be live, so
That's
that we
true.
can
That's
have
true.
the audience join along with us. That
Mm-hmm.
way, we wouldn't really need to worry about collabs. We
Yeah.
can have the chat as well being part of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
also, it is mainly due to the video editor that I used to use, which is Wonder Chef Umar. Please sponsor me. So that I expired. So I I couldn't even macam inda terdaya lah membayar like the annual plan. So jarang dia meng-upload video atau jarang mengedit and whatnot.
Mm,
So I ended up using Twitch. Thank goodness, to record the stream and then download the video, and then I will be uploading the VOD in my YouTube channel. Yay!
yeah.
Yay!
And honestly, even so, if you were to look for a freeware video editor, surprisingly, mobile, we have like a lot of good ones. The one that I use the most for mobile editing, like on the go, I would actually use VN.
What?
It's a VN. It's literally just two letters, VN. It's pretty good even at free because there's like a variety of filters. For example, if you use that, fonts are like abundant, and when it comes to making projects, there's like 100 slots. You can make like 100
Oh shit!
100 projects before you need to delete some of them, so then you can still have that 100.
Sweet.
And regardless if you consider paying for the app, you still like all the essential stuff is already in the free version, and then like anything surplus is just like cosmetics, just like more fonts and whatnot. Nothing like, it's basically like the mobile Canva. Canva has like a lot of things, but if you want to have like certain graphics and whatnot, you have to pay for the subscription. Similar in VN too, but only this time it's for video editing, and honestly, it's been a clutch for me for making clips.
Oh.
That can be we can consider using that if highlights. If we ever consider doing highlights, stuff like the. I feel like VOD would be best. That's how. That's my thoughts when it comes to VOD. I think like for VODs, it would be nice to have it full uncut, because I don't know. I feel like podcasts in its nature is in my eyes for the listener would be like having a conversation being played while you're doing activities. So having it uncut would be like them be able to hear the.
Boh. Pato belagura.
Oh, I dropped something. My bad.
Bro.
Holy shit,
Danga! Belagor
Bro.
ka!
bro.
Huwag kang manganta ang microphone mo pa, nakadengaran dari sini.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know that's crazy. You know that's kind of crazy how my mic is now being able to pick stuff up that, something that subtle. Remember the second episode where my mic was all and shit?
Oh my god, I remember you had the mic problem in the previous episode. Annoying ko.
What?
so
Timeline ng
soft
Sikujira
ba?
HIATUS. My god, yo. Yeah, but now somehow my mic is more hyper focused. Like,
Ay, yata ba?
it's sensitive
What
now.
happened?
What? I don't know. I think it had a problem after I talked to it after that episode. I had a couple of words mic. It's okay. My mic is not suffering. Don't worry.
How did
It's fine.
how did you talk to your mic? So, the mic
Um, I'm legally not allowed to disclose that information. Next question, please. Double it and give it to the next person.
Tagyor.
Oh my days.
On me dates.
Yeah, man. Actually, now that I think about it, remember even episode 1 where we were talking about food? God,
Yeah.
man. episode 1 makes me think back to that collab that I did with all the other VTubers. Which, by the way, 2024 starting out with BNVT. We have BNVT. That is also another thing that happened in between episode 2 and episode 3. The birth and the upbringing of BNVT. That is it's quite the scene, honestly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about BNVT in general?
It's such a good community, in my opinion, when I first joined it. And then, tanta ka na di moto, ito jadi moto.
You know, that's the thing though, about that. It's crazy how I was the first one who was BNVT, and then I think I was the one who dragged you in, and then you got mod. I was like, oh shit, Kaka got promotion.
Yeah, immediate promotion.
Crazy, man.
Crazy? I
Just
was
goes
crazy
to
one.
They locked me in a room.
Araba.
Arabarong with rats.
And not to make me crazy. Bro, what the fuck?
Bro.
Nah, your fans na. Hello.
Oh my god, your fans. Oh my god, we have
Why
fans.
Hello.
Oh my god, the same clipper that clipped Hara Hoshishi, which I will still call her Haru. Anyone who want try to object me, I will object you to my bet.
Yeah, I do miss her coming here. Well, the first one, it has to do dengan the Brainless Squad. But by looking back at it now, I think most of them are quite busy dengan their own life.
Life is full of busy things to do, man.
Yo. We kinda macam rasa out of touch dengan each other, but that's okay, you know. Someday we'll bond again.
Yeah, people are just busy nowadays. That's the nature of humanity. Yeah, that also contributes to the reasons why doing episode 3 took forever. Because life is just filled with things to do, and God forbid it can like tangle you up and woo, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh God. But yeah, on the topic of like, on the topic of when it comes to like other streamers and like the NVT.
Yeah.
The NVT is honestly, in my eyes, a really good community, and I see all the potential. I just hope that someday that the community will grow even further, where we would have like weekly events and such. Because right now, yes, the community is growing, but I hope that one day we reach to the point that everyone can come over and like do local podcasts and whatnot, or collabs in general.
Yeah.
Which there's one now recently being hosted by Curtis. That's quite.
Oh yes. If you
nice.
have checked the Discord link in below my in my description below, there's an image link that has the BNVT logo that will lead directly to the Discord server, and then I'll be more than glad if you guys can join the server. And then one of the support team, Curtis, he just uploaded the recent community gaming announcement. Well, in which on his behalf I announced it for Curtis, so he hasn't had the access yet. So you can check out the announcement in the Discord BNVT server. Make yourself more comfortable. I think right now ramai orang ka din in the voice channel right now. I haven't checked it, but the last time I went in just now. Oh yeah, there are plenty of people.
There's quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a few people in there already. So yeah, the community is ever growing.
It's still growing. It's still a small community, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is quite. It quite is. I just hope that one day the community will big enough that we would be able to like, I don't know, I wouldn't say make it into an agency, but rather have it a hub for all the Bruneian VTubers. We can as well as like abroad people can come and get to know more of the Bruneian VTubers.
Yeah.
Because VTubing, as far as I'm aware, in Brunei is growing ever more.
It has been growing rapidly. I think it's due to COVID, due to the pandemic. So people are starting to come out of their shells, and they started to, provide content with their truest self, either by being a local streamer ataupun recently yung paling popular lah becoming a VTuber. Gitu.
Like comparatively speaking, from back in our day, like literally 2020, oh my god, it's such a surgence. We even have like local streamers turning into and vice versa, which
Yeah.
it happens. But again, when it comes to the VTubing side of things, it's quite the surgence of VTubers. Because I remember back in the day when Bruneian VTubing was like, it was something out of place.
Mm-hmm.
But now in 2024, not only 2023, God, that year, but 2024 now, like odds are there will at least be like one VTuber in the room nowadays. I feel like, or like someone who would know about VTubing, and I think that that's great that VTubing is starting to take its shape here in Brunei. It's a it's a form of entertainment, and if in the future things change and outside payment can come through Brunei and we be able to do such and that, it can be a form of a job. Yeah, there have been quite a few people that actually been receiving payment through Twitch now. I myself can happily say that I got my payout
Sudah, belum
last
keluar lagi kah?
already last month.
Sudah.
It's just
Nice.
yeah, actually I hit the 100 mark and converted to Brunei. It was 80 Bruneian dollars. So that was a surprise.
Yeah. Let's go.
But
Kan, I told
finally,
you to be patient. Eh. If you
yeah.
guys don't know,
But-
Delka's been asking me non-stop dari last year and last 2 years ago. So I got my payment early kan during
Yep.
I think during 2021 punya pandemic. At the end of the
Yep.
month, ataupun early 2022, keluar ba my check, my first paycheck. It was around $80 kan. Kaya niyo na to ka? Kakalilit! How did you do that? I'm like, just wait, Delka. Just wait sampai you hit the threshold. Nombor tak ada keluar. Na kan? Naubat na, keluar tiya.
Yeah, but like yours was 50 and mine's 100, man. I still don't understand how is
Na,
that
mine's 80.
possible.
Mine's 82.
Yours at 80?
80 ja.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, nonetheless, I was so hell bent on trying to figure out why one of the options for transaction is not available for me at least, to the point that I had to make a PayPal account, and then when the time comes that I actually get my payout, because for the people who are not in the know, if you use PayPal to receive the transaction of Twitch payment, the threshold will be reduced from 100 to 50, and so meaning that I would get my payout sooner. When I did that, yes, I hit the threshold 50. Problem is that due to Bruneian law not allowing transaction outside of Brunei to be sent through PayPal,
Yeah.
I was not able to receive it nonetheless due to the restriction.
Man,
So
he
I had to
whined
wait an
about
extra. Yeah, I had to wait an extra month, and then I received my payout. Which, funnily enough, I unbeknownst to me, I accidentally spent that payout money without my acknowledgement, because I thought that $80 that I saw in my bank account, I was like, could this be leftover money from what I've been saving, or is this from somewhere else? Whatever. $80 is $80. And then I checked my email on my Twitch email. I looked at it. I was like, oh, I received my payout. Why is my bank empty? Wait a minute. This was last month. Oh no. I think I used it. Oh no. My money. My 3 years of streaming. My 3 years of streaming. Gone like that.
It's okay. You have your allowance. Your allowance will compensate will compensate the
Yeah.
payout.
Yep. But still, I was hoping to use that for like art and stuff. But then I ended up using chicken, rice, and food. Oh my days. So yeah, just in case if you feel like you're getting close to your your payout, always check your emails. That's something that I've learned.
And check your BIBD. If you use a BIBD, check their transaction history. Kada the green
Yeah.
by the collect dari mana datangnya.
Yep. Oh my god, lesson learned, man. I was not expecting the transaction to come in like that. I was like,
Indeed.
what's worse is that when I found that out, I was actually at a sleepover. I was setting up my laptop for playing. I think I was trying to play Minecraft. Then while I was looking through, I realized that I used my Twitch email for my Minecraft account. So I went through it and I noticed the Twitch email. I was like, that's how I found out. Oh my
Congrats,
god.
congrats.
Yeah, 3 years of streaming gone like that. Ooh, the pain.
At least
I'm-
at least you spend it on needs.
Yeah, and at least I spent it on like food.
Yeah.
Like, oh, chicken rice, man, chicken rice.
Right?
I don't know. I feel like ever since I was introduced to chicken rice, I never looked. Who was it that introduced me to chicken rice? I don't remember.
Your mom now.
Possibly, I don't know, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Because I remember wanting to go to Tien Tien, Culap, and I talked to my mother about it. It's like, Ma, this was before when I started driving. Ma, I'm feeling hungry. Can I get some chicken rice? And it's like, alright, where you want to go? Tien Tien. Oh, that sounds like a Chinese place. Are you sure you want to go there? I was like, yeah, apparently there is pretty good. And then they were being safe and sorry. They're like, okay, just like let's go somewhere else just in case, because I feel like Tintin could potentially be a non-halal area.
Yeah.
And then once I started driving again, I went to Tien Tien and I was like, oh man, there's like people with tudongs and everything. Hey, this place is good.
Tapi
So I
kan,
tried out.
when you went to the Tintin, ada halal logo ka?
I know.
Okay na, that's good.
Yeah, nah. That's why I was like, oh shit, alright, Tien Tien time. So I tried it out and god, yes, my fun. It's the bomb. And Tien Tien is just, good.
So-
Have you ever tried Tien Tien?
I haven't been to a Tintin. Except, I think the last time I went to an actual Tintin yang ada halal logo was in KL kali.
KL?
Yeah.
Dang.
KL ya banyak
Wait,
kedai
KL?
Tintin kan, ya banyak. Tapi ada yang non halal.
Oh.
I don't remember where exactly. Tapi I definitely went to a Tintin over there and it was delicious. I ordered yung punya meat yao. It was good. I'm not the chicken rice girl. Gitu.
Oh. That's fair.
I would eat
You're
it if
more
I'm
towards
actually
Indian.
broke. Don't be my
man.
budget food.
Yo, man. You know, when it comes to food here in Brunei, I feel like budget food is like so underrated. People be talking about the rich, fancy stuff, food like pizza or like what pepper lunch, such and such. Nah, man. We need like, what's the word for it? Like the underrated kind of food to be shown. Warong? Yeah, warong food just hit. Warong food hits. Man.
Makanan na si Champor to. Oy!
Ito na.
Oy! Yung di na ka anak. Wait, why are we talking about food again? Haven't we talked about it in the first episode, Suda?
Yeah, but the thing is that food in 2023 for me was a huge clutch, man. Whenever I get back from like studying and whatnot, I would always go to a warung just to consume. And as the months go by, I did my own exploration when it comes to food, and I found like pretty underrated places too. And some of the places that I wish I knew sooner, like yesterday, because throughout 2023, I started driving late at night, like past midnight, to look for places to eat. Because let's be real, in Brunei, like there's hardly ever places that are open past midnight.
Oh, jarang.
So-
Jarang.
Yeah, and I put a good month into searching places that are open like late past midnight, and I found like quite a lot of places. And the one that strikes me the most is the one at the highway on the way to Ripas. Is near gas station Aragadong, Digital World.
So important
Over there,
is
there's
that?
like, yeah, somewhere around there. Like over there, there's like a lot of shops that open past midnight, and I'm like, whoa. I feel like I teleported to a different world, honestly, because the place there's like it feels sketchy, but you just like you find a lot of good food there. The burger place that I went to, that's open past midnight. There's a convenience store that's open past midnight. I was happy to see that. I was like, because I wanted Monster at that time, and I was wondering like, oh, is there even a shop that's open past midnight? And then I just look around the area from there. I was like, oh, and that happy days for me, man. At least now, if I ever feel packaged for Monster past midnight, I'll just drive there. And lately, actually, they have BABD online. So if you want to do transaction through BABD online, you can do that too. There. What about you, Ka? When it comes to like exploration or like around Brunei, what have you found in 2023?
In 2023,
Did you find something like interesting to Brunei that you'd like to share?
yeah, let me think about it. Kung ano yung ngajuk-ngajuk ba? Take the question to me. I haven't prepared anything.
It's spontaneous, but
I'm bad at it.
it's because we are brainless. That's why.
True.
It just whatever happened, it just chuck up.
True, but I need a wee bit of brain to talk about that. 2023. I guess I've been driving a lot to, Macedon, kawan-kawan IRL. And I think most of the time in 2023, I was quite laid back. I spend most of my days at home. So main game.
Dude, it is literally like that's also like living life. Dude, like no need to worry about the outside world. Just be at the comfort of home. That's also like very nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that actually makes me think of like planning for early retirement. Like, you know what? Yeah, outside world is cool and all, and like, like life. I feel more comfortable at home, so I'd rather just be at home. That is a move.
Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's hydrate.
Ricardo is a good local restaurant with Mexican food, a bit pricey. Oh.
Ooh, I went there once.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually did. I believe this is at like what Jalan Manggis, I think, or Lambak area. I can say for sure, food good, and like the head cook is actually the head cook is the wife of the like the owner of that restaurant, and she is from Mexico, so you get like first-hand experience kind of food.
Katarija, it's in Lambak area. Damn.
Yeah lah, Lambak. But nonetheless, when said bit pricey, yo. Drinking there is like $5 for a cup of drink.
Oh.
Crazy. And I'm not talking like a big cup too. It's like minuman chan biasa siya. $5.
Damn.
Yes. Should take you that one. I think you would enjoy the food there. It's very good.
I might go there if ako nakape.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's skip on the food. So,
yeah. Baru din. Oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about where we have been. That's the main question. Like, where the host and the hostess go? Where they have been? Why isn't there an episode of the Brainless Podcast?
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable talking about where you've been, Delka?
I don't mind. Do you?
I don't mind. I mean, there's nothing much going on on myself. I think we're gonna talk about you.
Oh man. Okay, my turn to be in the. Alright, shit. 2023 to me is the definition of a nightmare year. Because throughout 2023, I was hit with a lot of misfortunate events. Some more than others. One of which being withheld for like a couple of months from my studies due to like insufficient points to be able to continue to the next semester. And then throughout that 6 months, I was like, yeah, I was at home like minding my thing, and I helped out with the family. But I guess that degraded my sense of socializing. And by the time I came back to continuing my studies, I was like a fresh out of water fish meeting with new people. And let's just say, new people, like, how do I put this into words? It's like new environment is like an understatement to say, because everything that I was aware of in my old semester, I had to like readjust myself to fit in with the new one. I was essentially a fish out of water, like I said. But hoochie mama, I was really out of touch with the new people. Let's just say that professionalism is not something that is my forte, but in due time I can grow accustomed to it, but I wouldn't say I would be comfortable, because I feel like even through streams, even through people who meet me IRL, even people who just know me in general would know that I don't strike as the professional type. I don't like to be professional in the sense that I have to be uptight, as well as being like so stricken with rules and such. To put the words of the trailblazer from Honkai Star Rail, rules are meant to be
Mamacho ko
Rules.
masukan.
rules are meant to be broken. But yeah, it's safe to say it was just it was an experience, honestly, because it really taught me to be more mindful. Like in streaming, yes, I am being mindful of others when it comes to like streaming partners, for example. Granted, it's a different case for different people, but the main case would be like if I am with someone that I know for sure that is say so, for example, or like someone who would prefer to be like objective based. That is something that I'm like not on my forte, because to be able to have liberty is to be free. I sound like an American saying that, but it is true.
You've been
I-
heavily Americanized.
No, I'm not Asian. I'm
You might be a Asian.
now, but nonetheless, being in a different environment really teaches you different perspectives, and it taught me to be more to like try to view people in their eyes. Like, okay, I would deal with this situation like this. Others may do it otherwise, and I would try my best to find justifications for why it is such. And yeah, another thing that happened to me during 2023 was disconnections with people that I like, that I'm close with. That is also a thing that had happened. Also, we have a special guest who has arrived.
Hi.
Nah,
There he is.
Wait,
Where he is.
안녕하세요.
let me buka dulu punya.
Yeah, we have a special guest now.
Mana ada special guest. This is one of the Brainless Squad punya ano ni.
Yes, that still make them special though in some way. They don't fit the attribute of what we would deem as special guests, but they are still a guest, and that makes them special. So let's consider them that. Come on, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, everybody in the audience they're definitely not familiar with our lovely friend here. This is belum ada punya avatar niya. Shit.
Yeah, we will wait for the avatar to pop up.
Yeah, belum ada pop niya. Shit.
Oh gosh.
Yes. We streaming one thing, but scarf streaming is what we are professional about. Excuse you. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oy, oy, oy.
One, I want to ask you something. I'm using Discord reactive images here to pack it as your icon. Who do you want to be?
What do you want to be perceived as?
Can I send mine or something?
Ah,
I
Ah?
don't know how to send mine. I don't know how to send my avatar.
boleh,
Do you
boleh.
not? You can send an avatar to
Either that,
Kakak.
ataupun aku pilih kang toko.
I mean,
Do you
I
want-
think it would be nice if I gave them my avatar.
Okay.
Okay, bet.
Alright. In the meantime, yes, I'm gonna be looking at chat right now and nice wording, Galka. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean nice wording? I stand by the statement of English being a really dumb language, but the reason why we have English classes here in Brunei is not for communication, not for great literacy, is to make good insults. Listen, literally last stream in Valorant, dude, people make the most stale insults in chat. If you want to be toxic, make it funny, man. Not just like your typical fuck you or
Yeah,
stuff
don't make
like
it
that. That's so-
downgrading on. It's not funny.
it's so boring, man. Create something that would make them
True.
laugh and be like, okay, fair enough. Like, come on, man.
Being cruel and being
We
an
here,
asshole is so 2023.
yeah, it's 2024, man. Create new lines, not this.
At least be funny.
Yeah, you can use those small and very short insults as an opener, but after that, come on, man. Stupid bastard. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking stupid, innit? We
Ato
live in
Bawan, if I didn't
2024.
ask you, I would have put Dr. Ratio as your avatar. And there's a DM one. Just send it here in PNG form. Kala pala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kung ano pa
But,
kayo ni ano,
yeah.
Dr. Ratio. Bira ko.
But yeah, while that's being set up, I just want to make a statement. If you want to insult people inside like game lobbies, make it creative, make it fun, make it so that the gameplay doesn't have to be 100% toxic. Yes, toxicity is like something that cannot be separated from gaming. Gaming without toxicity is something that is like so rare. You could find a needle in a haystack than to have a game without toxicity. Even games that don't have multiplayer will have toxicity. We have like Genshin Impact, for example. Recently, I hear about them being mad at Honkai Star Rail for having a free limited 5-star. But the thing is that toxicity doesn't have to just be negative. It can be toxic positivity too.
Kanapay TV
Like-
pa sa Genshin na ni.
Yeah. As of late, there was a small uproar in the Genshin community towards Honkai Star Rail. And apparently the reason why was because people were trying to like find justifications why having Dr. Ratio as a free 5-star is unfair. But the thing is that that's just being petty, man. That's just petty, and petty is a form of toxicity.
It's kind of reasonable pulang Jodaka. Sa Genshin kan, Slamani, it's older than Honkai. And then, apani for the Honkai Star Rail, not to diss out Honkai Star Rail, I definitely love Honkai Star Rail more than Genshin Impact. That's why I'm speaking in my POV. So it's not fair for Genshin players. So, the Honkai Star Rail user, they get a free 5-star. Tapi selama ni Genshin, they don't have one. Except,
For Aloy.
yeah, except Aloy. Aloy doesn't
Yeah.
count because it's a collab
Aloy doesn't.
character. Tapi kalau Honkai Star Rail, yung bagi a default 5-star character which is from the game ba. Macam bukan dari collab. It's yeah,
And there's a banner for it.
Tama.
And there's a banner for that too. Yeah,
Ayan
Dr.
na.
Ratio.
yeah.
But yeah, I just don't find what I'm like having an uproar about. It's less about the whole system about that, because honestly, Genshin should learn a lot of things from Star Rail, and I'm glad that I feel like how I see Hoyoverse is doing with Genshin and Starrel is that Genshin is the game that walked so that Starrel could run. You get what I mean? Like, yeah. So, but the thing is, what I'm having uproar about is the community itself. Like how they want to like word how they want to talk about Dr. Ratio being like that. It could have been dealt differently. It could have been more like how Daya, for example, when Daya came out, right? Daya's kit was abysmal and people were complaining so much. But it wasn't to the point of like toxicity. It was like they put up genuine reasons why Daya's kit was bad and how it could be improved. Something like that would have been a lot better for the kitchen community. Now, when they were talking about how Dr. Ratio is unfair, yes, people have the freedom to make complaints and whatnot, but at least make it civil. The whole argument of it all is that like toxicity is a form of communication in a way, but it doesn't have to just be a negative form. It can be a form of positivity. Toxic positivity is something that is like, it sounds made up. Even I say it as of right now. I'm not thinking. I'm just saying things, hence the Brainless Podcast, right? As I say it, toxic positivity, it sounds wrong, but in this sense that I'm trying to convey to the audience is that keep it civil. Civil toxicity, huh? How about that instead? Not toxic positivity. Civil toxicity. Like, something that can get the point across, but in a respectable manner. That's why I feel like English as a whole needs to embrace how we use English now. Yes, there can be other things English can be used for, like literacy, whatnot. But profanity is just another way of no. How I see it, profanity is just another way of kata suru in Malay. In Malay, we have kata like cheese, whatnot, and such and so. But I feel like profanity nowadays shouldn't just be like something that would be frowned upon. I feel like it should be something that needs to be embraced and be reconfigured. Because I've seen parents. Oh, a good example. Have you guys watched Bluey, the cartoon?
No.
But okay, let me explain.
Never
The
watched
reason,
it.
the reason why I bring up Bluey out of nowhere again, brainless right now. This is all just ramblings of my brain as
He's just
you're setting
chunking
up.
everything that's from his head out.
But like Bluey. You guys not know the cartoon? I'm looking at chat right now. Star is asking what's that? Bluey,
Alam
the
mo yun.
cartoon, the dog, the blue dog, and like Bluey, bingo, whatever. Yeah, there he is. There's one.
Nah, baru ada na.
Right. All right, let me wrap up my statement here. In the cartoon, when it comes to profanity, they don't use profanity, but they use other words to replace profanity. Instead of saying fuck, shit, or whatever, they would use like biscuits or like brown or some like brownie or something like that. Something that is used to exclaim yourself, but instead of making it profane, make it so that it's like publicly okay. There are other examples too in nowadays, like Mother Fluffer or like crap sticks. I like that one. I don't know where it came from, but I got that from crap sticks is funny. Not crab stick, crab basket. Yeah, that was funny because crab basket is supposed to be a replacement for crap because crap itself is a profane word. Yeah, ye or fudge cakes. That's also a good example, me. That's also a good example. But yeah, that's basically my ramblings about profanity and toxic behavior in gaming. Now let us move to this. Who are you? Who are you? Who are
Who
you?
are you?
You who you ka who ye who
What the fuck?
What?
but yeah Kaka, this person, who is this person?
Yeah, who are you one? Who are you?
Who you?
Okay.
Who are you?
Hi, everybody. So this is my first time ever in
Burgundy
a
accent.
podcast.
Eh.
I'm not, I'm not
Eh.
Winston.
Eh,
Yeah.
you were in the first
It's
episode
so
of Brainless Podcast.
okay. Okay, I'm happy to be here. Usually people call me One, but my character name is go by Wayne. So anybody can call me either way. So yeah, I'm
Ah,
very happy
pun.
to be here.
I heard a pun. I heard a pun. I cannot. I had to. I had to call out the pun. Either way,
Mm, mm,
either
Wayne.
Wayne, either
yeah.
Wayne.
How do you spell your
Yeah.
avatar name, One? How do you spell your name?
Wayne.
There you go.
Yeah, Wayne. Wayne.
It's very simple. You just remember
Mm.
The Rock, Dwayne, The Rock.
Oh shit!
Ew,
Yeah,
ew,
you're
fuck
right.
that. No, remember Bruce Wayne. Oh, Moreno.
Ah.
Moreno.
Yeah,
Fuck. The fuck is that?
Bruce
I
Wayne.
don't know,
When I
but
hear the Bwain, yeah, Bwain, the
Dwayne.
Bwain not
You're right, you're
working.
right.
The Brain.
Um, I'll just call him One now. One hasn't
Yeah,
debuted to the VTuber yet, tapi he's been around us since he's like our closest friend na between Delka and I gitu.
yeah, a really good mutual of ours.
Thanks to Delka
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
introducing One to me. Ita bikin ko rapat ng aning
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
God forbid, I still remember when I first introduced you to One, and you two were like, "Oh, mama, you guys were close."
We
Mm,
just jumped right into it, and before I knew it, like we got so close. In the end, we
Yeah,
were like exchanging and like
yep,
contact details and stuff.
yep,
yeah.
yep. When was the first time that I introduced you to? Was it during Rimba Point or was it somewhere before?
It was okay. First of all, I met you from, of course, from school. And
Yeah.
then I was lonely at the time, so you ended up bringing me to your server, your old server before. So that's how where I met the others, including Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first day she was in there, but then the second day, Baruta, I finally get to talk to her, and
Mm-hmm.
you introduced me to her and everything, and then
Yep, yep.
we got into I don't know, like talking to each other. We're like exchanging questions, and that's how we both connected so well. We both have so much in common
Yep,
Yeah.
that
yep.
we became really quick friends. Really, like I wouldn't ask for a better person to meet, to be honest. So I'm very grateful that Delka brought me into the server,
Hey,
which in the end I met so many amazing people, including Lilith herself.
hey, 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 hey,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
honored.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it came to meeting each other face to face, that's where things popped off even more. God, I still remember.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah, that
really,
was like,
I'm pretty sure it was Rimba Point, right?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it
What
was
were we
Rainbow Point.
doing there? We were, what was it? What were we doing there? I feel like it was because we had free time and Kakalith
Yeah,
was
like
inviting
it
us.
was during lunchtime. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
was the first time I've ever met Kakalil face to face. And
yeah.
my first impression of her was like, oh, she's so cute. Like really didn't expect I would meet her so soon.
Bruh.
But yeah, it
Cute.
was really
Bruh.
I thought you said she was short.
Ah! Ridiculous. That guy.
I mean cute and short.
Bro,
There's nothing wrong with
I
being
got
short,
doubled
man.
down, yo. Dick, eh. Dick, eh.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being short, man. There's nothing wrong with being short. It's just that I'm pretty sure that was one of the statements that I heard. And they were
I
like,
mean, he pointed it out. He pointed out that you were short, so that was not my fault.
Yeah, he definitely did. Kani tanan ni bola niya.
hey, oh. Oh man, yeah, and I think you were the one who introduced me to that restaurant at inside Jaya Hypermart before they changed.
Yeah, before they changed
Yeah.
to Korean street food, it was Let's Eat Corner. I like the kway.
Mm.
Yo, that when I found out that that's where they have chicken rice too. Oh man, you sure I went there every time after class.
Tapi masa ni dia pindah je sudah ke Mid Valley.
Yeah, they went to Mid
Yeah.
Valley.
Mid Valley.
Jauh.
Man, man, so
But yeah,
hot.
hanging out with Lilith and Delka, it was really fun. And like the more we got closer, the more that when me and Kaka alone are in the same room, everything is chaotic to the both
True.
of us.
God
We
forbid
can't be
that.
serious
That's true, man.
for 1 minute or so. We would just
True.
like laugh our asses off until we could. Oh my god, we couldn't even finish eating. Sampai
Oh, we couldn't
menakal.
even finish our sentences.
Oh
God,
Gila,
I still remember that.
masa tu the one and I hung out yang Yummy restaurant. Sorry, natabola Dalco masa tu. I think he was like sleeping ataupun he was doing his own stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, one decided to treat me. So, I wrote for
yeah,
Kafka in his Honkai account and I got it.
yeah.
It was a
But
promise.
I treat her because for her late birthday.
yeah,
Yeah.
None of my belated
And
birthday.
then, oh my god, like we order just like around 4 dishes, and we
No.
couldn't even finish our own dishes.
Yeah, but it's
but
okay. At least
then
we got to tapaw the food at home and makan for dinner. It was delicious. It
Yeah,
was worth it.
yeah, it was so good.
Hey,
Like I would eat there again.
true. Me too.
God. But yeah, uh, continuing on about you two in particular, I swear, man. There's a reason why I bring up the height thing. Was because when we were walking to our car, Waka, I still remember what you were doing when
Yo,
one was
don't
in
even
front of
bring that
me.
up, yo. Don't even bring that
Oh my god, the
up.
exposure. My god, man, we got
Uh,
I'm
exposure
just
right
gonna
here.
I'm gonna skip this one because you know that it's gonna be in the playback on the YouTube and I won't be able to edit it out. We're gonna cut that out. Stop. Some things
okay,
are not
okay.
meant to be mentioned. Okay.
All I can say is nice view.
All I can say was it was an accident.
Accident.
It was an accident.
Ay,
Yeah,
brilliant.
it was.
Uh,
It
it
was a
was a
simple
happy
accident.
accident. It was
Hey!
a happy
Hey!
accident.
It was a dick.
Uh,
Nada, you're
although,
fine. Nada. Right! Back to
uh,
when the three of us were supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
which was apa tu kak?
Apa tu, Wan?
One just came. Huh?
Why? Why you asking me? Oh,
Ele, you showed me
oh,
like the whole bunch of notes.
Oh, one
yeah,
made notes of what to talk about? Shit, okay.
yeah, yeah.
I guess I really don't have to use my brain for this one. Let's go.
Okay. So first off, the topic that everybody's usually using nowadays, which is, like cancel culture. So the thing
Ah,
is, like,
yes.
people are always like posting on video YouTubes or like TikTok
Mm.
saying, "Oh, like James Charles is canceled," or uh, who else is canceled? Tana Mojo is canceled.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Even celebrities are canceled. Like Doja Cat is canceled. But the thing is,
Doja
like,
Cat was cancelled?
She was.
she
Eh?
she
Look.
was,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, like, them using the word cancel, it doesn't really mean it anymore because in the end, they're not even canceled at all. They're still posting videos, they're still coming back to what they were doing, and they still have fans, they still have loyal fans, which is, of course, it's not surprising because, of course, people are going to support them either way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And what they do is that after being so called canceled,
Mm-hmm.
they ended up releasing a statement or an apology saying they're sorry and everything, and they would become a better person.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
some people do forgive, some people do accept, some people say that, oh, he's going to do it again,
Mm-hmm.
which in the end he did again. But the thing is, Chum, there's really no point of canceling them because the whole point of cancel culture, there's supposed to be a meaning to it. But
Mm-hmm.
now it's just a word that people are using just for views, or just for
Mm-hmm.
clicks.
Yeah.
Mm. Honestly, yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
is that is what has been going on as of late, isn't it? I feel like yeah, that is true. The term cancel culture now just feels like at this point canceling just feels like calling out someone for doing a mistake and then putting them on the pedestal and put the cone hat, the dunce cone hat, and just like leave them there on the pedestal until they do something about it.
Mm.
Yeah, honestly, that is something that has been going on as of present.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What I get is that kalau cancel culture ni, it's like it's in a form of boycott lah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Macam I agree pelong on one too. Macam uh, they shouldn't have uh called what they're doing to as canceling or boycotting
Yeah.
because it's not actually effective pa. Macam in the
Mm.
end, the point of it is to macam is to call out sampai ano lang sampai the influencers ito tahan na gila sampai the influencers hindi lagi active on social media. One of them would unfortunately be Jenna Marbles. Although
Mm.
there have been claims that that Jenna Marbles in the past I did see that she did like cultural appropriation stuff and blackface back in the day and how do I put this? Uh, I can say that all in all, Jenna Marbles canceled herself because
Oh.
Yeah.
she saw the mistake that she did, and then she took accountability to it by making herself disappear from the social media. Now that's an effective cancel culture. Wa. Basically,
Yeah.
canceling something they don't want to see or hear. Oh, betul. But what they did nowadays is wrong because it's temporary boycotting. Wa.
Mm.
As you can
Yeah.
see, artists macam right now yang trending is Ariana Grande.
Mm.
Macam
Mm-hmm.
nampak sudah petanya that she's a homewrecker, and I'm actually disgusted by her sampai aku memboycott niya by removing all of her song from my Spotify playlist. Now that's an effective boycott.
Mm.
Tapi her
Yeah.
fans and are so fucking blind. Ano yung kugramati da pasal Ariana Grande punya fans. Sorry, I have to talk about this. I have to address this. So it has to do
It's
with cancel culture.
okay.
Go on.
The canceling culture is canceling, which I'm canceling for real. But because of her stupid fans, ignorant fans, she dropped off her latest music, Yes and then that kind of make the effect bounce back. Macam kana counteract lah the act of boycotting ato, and then people starting to
Mm.
like her just because I love their music but I don't I don't tolerate for what they did, like they're giving excuses for themselves. Macam if you want to cancel someone, just do it, degrade someone sa kahit like sampai yan na tahan na, tapi ikaw mo ni like you Americans are so stupid, like you are not canceling ba. Like you get me.
Yeah.
Oh,
And yeah, I get that.
yeah, I definitely agree
So,
that the cancel culture
yeah,
nowadays are not canceling as what it was dulu.
exactly.
Mm. You know, something that you mentioned about the self-cancellation thing. I feel like that shouldn't be called canceling. I feel like that's a righteous way of like self-reflection, if anything.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah,
would.
that's
I feel
that's
like that
more
wouldn't be
that's
classed
more the
as
right
canceling.
word to use it.
Mm.
They had self-reflection
Yeah.
and they took accountability.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, that should be called being responsible. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
that's true. Yeah,
that
yeah.
should be a good example
Yes.
of
Yeah.
people who are self-aware and they want to effectively speaking cancel themselves. I feel like that would be considered as taking accountability. That
Yeah.
is one of the good ways to cancel,
Mm.
which is to own up to your mistakes. You
Yeah.
don't have to have like Twitter drama to make you realize. To have
Mm.
yourself realize the mistakes that you've done and take accountability for that,
Mm.
I feel like that should
Yeah.
be just being called responsible at that point.
Yeah, and I hate
Mm.
online drama nowadays because they always
Mm,
take it on Twitter. That's the worst social
mm,
media platform that you could ever, use to address any drama. So I believe that the Twitter, like the social media Twitter, is getting toxic nowadays due to the uprising cancel culture and the drama.
Yeah.
yeah,
So fucking annoying by
dude.
my opinion. Ito ako jarang tumasok Twitter. So I just want to avoid unnecessary drama or unnecessary cancel culture
Yeah,
grammatical.
Twitter itself is not really like
Mm.
at this point. Twitter is just like um brain rot for
Mm.
people who want to read.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mana.
Yeah, it's just for me personally, when it comes to TikTok, not TikTok, I'm looking at TikTok just for a little bit.
Oh.
Brain just said TikTok out of nowhere. Twitter. When it comes to Twitter, in my eyes, I feel like Twitter is two things: a place for news and a place for art. That's it. When it comes to like
Yeah.
drama and shit, I don't think that should be main thing about Twitter. But it's a shame because nowadays people say Twitter and the first thing they think about is Twitter drama.
Mm.
It's unfortunate, honestly,
Mm.
but I can see where it's coming from. There's quite a lot of things that you can find in Twitter that can be deemed in the category of drama.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
just a shame.
and it's quite rare to see like people addressing it face to face. Well, it's quite
Yeah.
rare to
Yeah.
see those kind of people nowadays, and especially influencers. It's quite hard, ba? So they just want like their audience to take side dengan with them when it comes to the drama
Mm.
ni. They want the audience to macam to figure it out and then take side wa instead of like the old traditional but effective direct confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
Benda-benda kecil pun orang bawa orang Twitter.
I
Dibesar-besarkan.
would prefer
Wow.
just confront it face to face
I agree.
because when
Mm.
you're posting it on Twitter, you're posting on social media,
Mm.
you're just grabbing attention from random people. So
Benar.
in the end, they would do the dirty work for you. Like
Mm.
for example, if I hated this person A, and in the end, I just talk about shit about him, like what the
Mm.
fuck he said to me in Twitter. And
Yeah.
then people will catch that on and then they will target at him. And they're
Mm.
doing the messy work for me. But what I should have done is that I should have keep it private, keep it personal to myself,
Mm.
and just talked it out with him
Oh wow.
Mm.
instead of
Keep it
dragging
professional.
random people.
Mm.
Yes, that's true. Just gonna embarrass themselves. Yeah, it's
The
true.
rest of me.
It's also embarrassing yourself to do it on social media.
Mm.
It's just literally a bad reputation on you.
Mm.
Mm.
It looks bad on you. It shows that you cannot deal with the problem yourself. You ended
Yeah.
up asking somebody else to do your problems, do your dirty work, but actually it is
Mm.
your mess, and you need to settle it
Yeah.
privately and professionally.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Alam mo na.
Look, and I would like to add on to that cancel culture in and of itself is just a form of belittlement when you think about it. If anything, I feel like if you want to do a form of canceling, that should be preserved to things that are actually like threatening.
Mm.
Stuff such as like, oh, this content creator has committed like a crime. That should be a form of cancel culture that should be. And,
True.
Yeah.
and even then, I feel like that kind of to go that far to use social media place where entertainment is supposed to be rather than just drama in general. It should be something that's reserved if it's like very very severe. It shouldn't anything like petty or anything that can be dealt privately should be kept privately. Because in the end, in this day and age, 2024, content creating is a form of a job. And doing cancel culture for little things like that is just gonna strip away other people's form of hobby or funds.
True.
It should be reserved. It should be reserved. Things actually dire. Something as
that.
little as a minor mistake, or a relapse in judgment, or saying things that shouldn't be said, like accidentally, or yeah, that kind of stuff can be dealt privately and can be dealt in a professional method.
Yeah.
For example, like doing it correctly, making your own self-reflection. Yeah, YouTube apology videos are kind of like a meme nowadays. But at least if the person is sincere about it, will be accepted and people can move on like nothing, like things that are like the forgive and forget, stuff like that. A good example of this, and another addition to self-reflection, you guys hear about the verbal ace situation where the dude spent $50,000 for animation for themselves and character. Yeah, there's a. I told this to Lilith. I don't know about you know.
I don't think so.
To make a long story short, a YouTuber that makes rap music for animated characters, recently spent 50,000 to make an animation their character, and the character from has been and yeah, he spent $50,000 on the character, and people see the animation and it feels like private material that should be kept private. That's one way I can put it. But at least throughout all of it, I think it only lasted for a week. After a week, he mustered up the courage and owned up to his mistake. That's a good form of it too. It didn't have to go towards to the point where fun of him. I feel like that's a little too much. I feel like, if anything, they should have just like commented that I don't think this is something that should be posted, or I don't think this that's way and whatnot and stuff like that. Keep it low key. It doesn't have to be bringing, man. That stuff is just wild. But yeah, I just like the fact that there is like the golden people that take accountability for their actions. Although in my eyes, I feel like what Verbal Ace did, yeah, it was kind of wonk. But at the same time, I feel like it shouldn't go to the length of what it was. To the point that people are making reviews, anime. So dumb. I don't know. It's such a dumb drama, man. In the end, he's just like commissioning something that he enjoyed. That's it. Yeah, people even like that the animator. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing about social media. People would do that just to belittle someone, to go to the point that they would like leave the internet. It's such scummy behavior, and I just think that cancel culture now should be less of kicking someone out, but rather more just calling someone out for them to like, hey, you did something bad. You should probably reflect on that. It shouldn't go to the point that we would ostracize someone out of the internet. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my opinion about cancel culture. Is very nice topic because it needs to be addressed. It really needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I feel like nobody even bothers to talk about cancel culture because in the end, they're just using it just for views.
Yeah.
They're just using it for views.
Yeah, we're definitely canceling the cancel culture.
Yeah.
Cancel culture.
You're fun to Imbagita.
Yeah,
Lamau. But yeah,
yeah.
Twitter, man, is just. Whoa.
Mm.
There's
What the?
also this
Mm-hmm.
other topic that I also want to address, which is
What is it?
about the K-pop industry.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so okay, there's good. There's like a big topic about it. So people like K-pop. They like the groups like TXT, NCT, like girls group, aespa,
Mm.
um, what else, and mix and everything. Like, okay, they're fans and everything. They're like people liking it. But then it get to the point now where it's so very toxic because like uh oh yeah, like for example their album concept, like for example BTS,
Mm-hmm.
their whole concept is wearing white, like pure innocence and everything. And then when NCT is doing like a similar idea to the concept, people are like just like jumping onto the fans, the crazy fans. Well, I'm gonna say crazy fans because fans like me who don't really give a shit about what theme they're doing, as long as they're doing music, good music,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not involved with any drama.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy fans to the extent of trying to protect their idols, it really is not because like okay, like they ended up talking shit about, oh, like NCT is copying BTS. Like they're calling their color concept, they're copying their ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole video is like
Mm-hmm.
the same. And then people are like creating videos about comparison, like, oh, like the backdrop is the same, the area is the
That
same,
is so
the bar is
fucking
the same.
extreme. Kala chato, bet ako call out kan the K-pop group on apa ni replicating the classic boy group in America while wearing white,
Ow.
while Backstreet Boys pun
Yeah,
pakai. What about it?
yeah.
Ow. Honestly.
And
Sasako.
the thing is, like, the companies, they're not even saying anything to each other. They're not even like
Mm.
suing each other. Like,
Mm.
oh, you stole our company punya idea. Like, we're gonna sue you. There's
Ito
not even
ba?
any news about that. There's
Ito
no even
ba?
saying about that. So literally, like K-pop idols, like for example, BTS, they do not own the whole concept, like the
Mm.
whole, like for example, if BTS Jungkook, he's wearing a white shirt, and then like another different group, a different
Oh, yung
member,
pun
like
pakai
for
baju
example,
putih.
Stray Kids, he's wearing a white shirt, see Bangchan.
Ah.
They're like, no, only Jungkook can wear white. It's like,
It's like
are you
saying,
his
"Oh yeah,
mother?
Jungkook has a big dick," and then it's like the other K-pop for the big dick. Then I know I would say, "Oh, Jungkook should have had the big dick. He should have a small." Dick. That's just a stupid argument. Sakwe. Paano yung
Exactly.
sumasabi?
I
Like
see where that's
every
getting from, but
little
damn.
every little detail that K-pop crazy fans
Uh,
are looking into, they take it too seriously and create a huge drama between fandoms. So
mm.
in the end, like they ended up fighting each other, which is the stupidest and most pointless fights ever.
Pademonyo.
Like you don't need to fight over. And like literally what I've known throughout the years that
Mm.
BTS fans, the armies, the toxic armies, are the most craziest fans ever because
Yeah.
they would do anything to make BTS win. Like
Mm.
Mm.
literally, BTS, they're already happy because they reach the Western market.
Oh ba?
They're already in America.
Mm.
And the fans are pushing so hard on them. They're demanding on them like
Mm-hmm.
they need a rest, you know? They need
Yeah.
to have a break because they've reached their goal, they reached their
Mm. They've been
dreams.
working so
And
hard, Jua, for all these years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
and
this been
then
almost a
this is
decade already?
yeah, yeah, this was a a small discussion with me and my sister, and that is like, uh, people are like the fans say, "Oh, BTS, it's so sad that they're the only K-pop group in America." But then when other K-pop groups like aespa and CT are entering America, they're like, "Oh my God, they're trying to steal BTS be a spot." And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? You're
Mm.
the one who says that they're alone, but then now there's other groups that are joining, not taking over their spot. The spot there, it's gonna change every single week, every single
Mm.
day. It's never gonna be always BTS punya song that's up on the charts.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not gonna be number one
Oh,
all
well,
the
as you can
time.
see, nadadyan BTS ni hype nowadays. Wala rin
Oh,
ito da.
I don't even listen to BTS. Just they're like, oh,
Hmm.
Yeah, and even, oh my God, the worst part is the sasaengs and the crazy fans that would do anything to push the limit of
Mm.
K-pop idol, like to the extent of going into their dorms,
Mm.
trying to go to their hotel rooms,
Mm.
and trying to even like try to threatening them into seeing them,
Mm-hmm.
which is very crazy. Like, I get that you really like them and everything, but you don't have to go to the extreme to wanting to kill yourself to see them.
Banal.
Like, you have a whole life ahead of you instead of just dedicating to
Mm-hmm.
them.
Basically, the sasang are like the yandere super fans.
uh,
Yeah.
ayo.
Yeah. They they would follow them. They would just like in at the airports, they would just follow them right behind them or beside them. Security had to push them off.
Yeah. They're
It
like
may
the.
look
Mm-hmm.
like security may look like they're being rough, but they had to do what they had to do to keep
They're
their
appointed to
idols
the
safe.
job. Yeah, it's their job.
Yeah, it's their job.
Mm. Even
Mm.
though
Like
the idols might be
they,
against it.
yeah, they won't even know if they're normal fans or crazy fans or such things. They won't know. The security won't know because, of course, they don't have scanners. So,
Mm.
of course, they had to like push everybody, anybody, in order
Mm.
for them to get through to where they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the
So,
end,
yeah.
though, I feel like the thing about crazy fans, they need to realize that yes, they are there for entertainment, and yes, they appreciate the fans.
Mm-hmm.
But you should remember that deep down, despite all of it, despite being a BTS singer, despite being like an idol or whatnot, they're still human.
Mm-hmm.
They're just they're just
Yeah.
doing their part in the entertainment industry. And if you really want them to shine the most, you shouldn't go to such lengths just so then they can perform more and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
If you really enjoy the content creator that you see, you should understand that they have a private life too, and they would love to have that private life kept private, hence the name private.
Betul.
To go such lengths as that means that you're dehumanizing the person that it is. Like, okay, in the end, what I want to understand from these crazy K-pop is that in the end, what if in the worst case of scenario they disband because of the peer pressure? Who would they blame then? Who would they blame because they leave, like they stop being a K-pop band because of peer pressure? Would they blame the person or would they blame the industry? Of course, they wouldn't blame themselves, right? That's the sad part. They won't be
Yeah.
able to realize their own mistake because they're so uptight about the entertainment that they forgot that behind all of that is a human. It's just very sad to hear, honestly.
Mm.
Needs to be brought up more.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Even there are some K-pop idols now, K-pop stars, they really don't give a fuck anymore. Just for example, like Jennie, like
Mm.
people talk trash about her, saying like, for example, this photo shoot with she did this project with Calvin Klein. So she's a model for the underwear. And people are calling her, ugh, why is she being so over? Like why she's like trying to show off so many skin. But then when it comes to other members like Rose, for example, she's wearing this beautiful black dress and it's sleeveless and it shows her cleavage a bit.
Mm.
They're saying like, "Oh my God, yes, queen, so hot and everything." But then when Jenny is wearing something like that, you guys are shaming her. You're body shaming her.
Mhm.
So of
Hypocrisy.
course, to the point where she doesn't care anymore. She doesn't even give a fuck anymore. Like you can tell from in concerts, you can tell she doesn't give a shit about like haters or anything. She's
Mhm.
gonna do what the fuck she's gonna do
Yeah.
Mm,
because in the end, she's not gonna satisfy anybody. She's gonna satisfy herself.
mm.
She's
Mm.
not doing it to satisfy you guys. Like she has to dress up or everything. Even like when she's all covered up, when she's all dolled up, like nicely and everything. Like she is so disrespectful wearing covering all her body. It's like, okay, so what do you want her to be?
Mhm.
Naked or walking around with clothing? Which one do you want?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Like you can tell she already doesn't give a shit. Like she's gonna do whatever she wants. She's gonna wear whatever she wants. She's gonna post anything what she wants.
Mhm.
She really
Mm-hmm.
doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As
Like
she should.
even the
Honestly.
thing is like they're already at that age, like over 20 already, over 24, 25. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Like they can smoke, they can drink, they know what to do, they
Mhm.
know their responsibility,
Yeah.
they know their limits.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
like there was that recent post about Junko smoking or somebody smoking, like NCT Hai Chan smoking. So people were like, "Oh my God, why is he smoking? He's too young," like everything. But he's around his 20s,
Mhm.
so he is allowed to do something like that. I mean, sure, it's not good for his health, but obviously he did it for a reason. Like people have their own reasons,
Mm.
but that
Mm.
doesn't mean that you have to shame him because of doing something like that.
Yeah.
It's a common human thing to do.
Mhm.
Like, okay, maybe I'm wearing like baggy clothes or something like that.
Mhm.
And then people are pointing out, this is Brunei, it's so hot. But I'm like, that's because I'm comfortable of what I'm wearing. So you don't have to tell me what to do.
Mm. Honestly.
So for them to pointing out him for smoking, and then they're just like, oh no, he shouldn't smoke. He's an innocent guy. But it's like they only put that as an image in the industry, not an image in their personal life. In their personal life, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Mm.
So yeah, like K-pop, K-pop stars, literally everybody, they're all human beings. They need to live. They have a purpose in life, not
Mhm.
just to be this pretty picture idol that you see in like music videos and concerts. Like they also want to live their own lives
Mhm.
normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like treat them as real human beings, not as products.
Mm.
Like they
Facts.
also have
Mm.
souls, they have their own bodies, they have their own feelings.
Mhm.
Like even even like injured idols, injured K-pop stars. For example, like Taeyong. He no no Taeyong. Uh he recently got into an accident, so he has like an injured knee, injured ankle or something like that. And people, of course, people are sending like love and support and everything.
Mhm.
But then like when the group is continuing their touring and everything, people are like, oh, I wish he was there. Like, he should be there. He should be there with the others. Like, we miss you and everything. It's like you're demanding him to come back when he needs to recover as much as he can.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, he does feel bad, but you're kind of guilt tripping him
Mhm.
into coming back so fast. But he is still on recovering, and you should really respect that. For me, he needs to take as long as he wants. Like, sure, it's sad that he's not there, but I don't have to keep posting that message on every. picture that they post in their IG if he's not in it. Makes it feel like like
It's
even to be
humanizing.
honest, like yeah. And for some pictures, some fans would go to the extreme length to edit them in it, which is kind of sweet. I don't mind that. Tapi it's kind of like creepy at the same time and kind of
Mm,
demanding because um okay, like it's sweet that you put their picture there, but what if they don't want that picture to be there? Like what if it's not a good picture?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's not a respectful picture? And imagine, for example, okay, like me and the three of us taking a group picture, and then we wanted our way to be in it so badly, so we just paste his face right there. But it doesn't feel right because he wasn't even there. And then we just paste it just for clicks and views and stuff like that, which is, I find it very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, like, fans need to have a heart, an actual, real heart, like fans like us, like me, who 100% accept of who they are and then like encourage them to what they were doing, but be without me trying to pressure them every single day of
mm,
texting, like posting on every comment.
Mm-hmm.
yep. Because, like, either way, they're all human. The whole ordeal about someone smoking, like, shouldn't they consider the reasons why a person, like, people who smoke are usually people who are, like, dealing with so much stress and maybe they need to realize that, oh, maybe the reason why he's smoking is because he's so like pressured, and like where does the pressure come from the fans. They're so demanding for this person to come over, or like this person to perform more or whatnot, to visit them. Wouldn't that stress a normal person out? And like they're just performers in the end, they're still human nonetheless. So yeah, of course they would be smoking. I wouldn't blame them for smoking because they're in such a situation that they're so stressed out that that's where they would like run towards, or like a form of comfort. And it's a sad statement, but it's true. It's sad but true that there are people out there that would do such a thing because they're in a position that they're not happy to be. But in the end, you can't really blame them too because like in their situation, they didn't know what to do. So that's what they do. You can't fault them for it too
Mm-hmm.
because that's human. That's
Mm-hmm.
a living person there, man. They're just trying to live life, albeit their lives is like fame orientated and like lavish. That they're again human, and people need to remember that when it comes to having an idol, uh, VTuber that they enjoy, or like an artist in general, anyone in general, really. There are reasons people do things, and there are reasons why people are like comfortable with things and things that you need to realize if you do this to someone else, wouldn't they feel uncomfortable? Why shouldn't they be uncomfortable? So like remember that. Like seriously. Man. Yeah, that's my 2 cents of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad to hear, honestly.
Mm. I like to
Mm,
share my thoughts about it, Joe, because this is actually quite sad, Pulangni. Like the fact
mm,
that the fans think that they are in the right to control their idols. They forget that the idols, they bust their asses all the way through rigorous training, and then they had to follow the strict rules of respectful companies. Like for instance, they might not have their own privacy. Kira kan their mental health pun kena affected, and it would deteriorate due to the constant
Yeah.
pressure that they have been exposed to, such as especially working environments. Secara berinteraksi dengan fans lagi, they had to organize like a fan meeting, and then
Mm,
they had to like attend any TV shows, whatever shows that dorang kena suruh do this and do that, and then members kena assigned to promote their music album constantly, and then they had to do dorang punya Instagram live lah pala, live stream on the on their apa ni, their SN and Kakao ka whatever that is V Live apa. And then
Yeah.
they were forced to make social media accounts juga. The fans ani, as much as they want their idols, to perform for them, tapi the such fans cuman ini ya indah benar-benar menghargai the idols itu legit. Kalau a real fan, they would understand that kalau dorang would take like a temporary break, like for instance BTS, they have been on hiatus kali ini for now sebab some of them kena deploy for military training. Some true friends, they would understand that they're going through private lives juga ba, and they should have respect the idols punya decision. Kalau it's quite sad to see like toxic friends, I'd say, yang react macam ani ba, macam yang very demanding, very controlling, and very obsessive jua, sampai like dorang pun macam inda memikirkan about the idol punya mental health, not just physical health, mental health ba yang paling penting. That's going to like scar the idols punya mental health ba for the rest of their lives, and that would ended up in suicide, as we have seen like some idols, they passed away due to constant pressure. And it's quite devastating na let fans macam ni, and I hope that in the future, it's definitely the company punya fault because dorang mempressurekan the idols in the first place, besides the fan. And I hope that in the future, kalau sudah ada new K-pop group kah, ataupun the policies within the idol companies kah, they have changed. Maybe they should tweak like some of the policies so that the idols would be flexible. Either dorang mau take a break kah, ataupun they macam they don't have to make fan meetings kah, or especially have a private life. Sa kasiyan ba, some idols, they have to live within the same apartment. Some yang hindi dapat balik ke rumah to see their family. And at least bagi the idol the freedom to do whatever they want ba. Babaik to dorang mo vaping, dorang mo smoking ka, they want to eat junk food ka, babaik to dorang gain weight ka. Macam let them do their human stuff ba. And then the idols, they work very rigorously. They train, they dance rigorously. Sampai, they had to watch out for their diet wa. At yung paling ko kasiyan kanla, like most idols are underweight in my opinion. They're not even fit.
Yeah.
Macam, okay, an exclusion include si Hwasa. I can say Hwasa, she's a very flexible idol. Macam, she is still rising up to the fame while still being herself. She has tattoos on her body. Yeah, pakai, whatever clothes yang iya mo rasa pakai. She wants to feel sexy. Then, and then iya pakai barang-barang baju-baju kayang sexy. And then she lives in her own apartment. That's very good. That's like a positive example of the K-pop idol, which is Hwasa. And companies, they should analyze ba, macam si Hwasa ni. She's being flexible. Contract niya pun, doon siya pakamasin. I forgot. Si Sai ka? Is it Sai? Is it Sai kan? You signed the contract?
So, P-Nation.
P-Nation yan, si Sai. Then that way, macam she has the freedom to be herself, to eat what she wants, to do what she wants. If she doesn't want to exercise, then it's okay. If she just wants to, diam-diam di rumah ka, balimpang ka, pa buguling-guling, that's up to her. And I definitely encourage companies, kalau dorang happen to listen to this, please let your idols breathe. Let them take a breath. Kalau dorang dah mau exercise, listen to them. They will be happy. They will be more semangat, to bekerja lagi jadi idol. Just be free. Let them speak. Let them do what they want. That's my peace of mind in them na. And then fans, kalau kamu melihat ni, kutumbok mo kamu niya. Kalau orang Brunei, super fans baik ako jangan cakap ko Kau jangan kau perasan. Mun kau pikir kau kan kawin idol ni, pala otak bapa mo. Baik tak kau berpikir dulu semua. Kau berpikir apa? Baik tak kau berpikir mana benar. And baik tak kau, you should drill this in your head. idol sa ni, dorang manusia jua ba. Kalau dorang kan mau makan junk food, jangan kan kontrolkan dorang, biar dorang makan junk food. Bete ba? Kalau dia dorang tidur, biar dorang tidur. Kalau dorang ngade, bete dorang berehat ba. Jangan kan kau ni macam-macam sangat, ha? Sakko. Kau pikir company itu bapamu nga, bapamu punya company. Sakko.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Jangan kan kau bahayal lah ni, ha? Jangan kan bahayal.
Man, Korean fans in general are just so out of wonk. I'll never forget the time that they made a whole religion for. That is something that I till this day still try to. Like bro, like yo.
Sadang-sadang tahe. Sadang ta memuja da idol aja. They're humans juga ba.
Yeah.
Kalau bayangkan idol tu bapa mo, kau kacaukan bapa mo, sakwe.
It's so weird. If that's the case, that would be fucking weird, man. If my dad was or like if my mom was like a model, I wouldn't. I just find that uncomfortable to talk about. Like, bro, stop talking about my mom, man. That's my mom you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like dead ass, man.
Kalau boleh, like, boleh, like macam besok, you can support your idols ato, but there are other ways ba, rather than taking private shots of the idol, especially ato, that definitely ruins their punya privacy.
Don't treat them like animals in a zoo,
Yeah.
basically. Like, bro, I don't know where it was, but there was an idol or like an artist that wanted to eat at our cafe, and then literally not even within breathing distance, there's already like 15 to 20 like fans taking a picture of him eating. Like, bruh, that's inhumane, man. That's
Wala
inhumane.
kang berjalan ke kadai pun digambarkan niya. Sadang-sadang ta.
And then people wonder why there is like a trope of idols wearing masks, like a cap and like glasses. The reason why they do that is because they don't want to be confronted. Yeah. What if that idol itself is like? What if the idol themselves is like introverted or whatnot? How would you feel like when like you're being treated like that? Like, come on, man, let them have a breathing room. Seriously. Tisk, man. Tisk.
Ato la yung to summarize the second topic, we don't condone over favoritism and those yung very obsessive fans atala. We don't tolerate those kind of people.
Yeah,
And
if
we
anything,
just
we'll give them a smack to the face.
Yeah, and then we just hope that the idol companies would enable some flexibilities in your policies, especially.
Honestly,
to make their idols, speak up for themselves if they have any suggestions.
On the topic of all of this, I feel like this also needs to address parasocializing. Do you guys know about parasocializing?
I think so.
Parasocializing is like, how do I put it? It's like you and an idol that you really enjoy. You're like it's a form of like delusional relationship. The person that enjoys the artist or the person that is like famous, like there's so much of a fan towards that person that they would go through lengths to like be delusional with that person. The reason why I'm bringing up parasocialism right now is because that is something in the not just in the I feel like it also is something in the K-pop community, but I feel like it's more serious in the VTuber community because I know a person that has that issue that they're going through. Like, they're a VTuber and there's like a couple of people that are like so clingy with this person that it's basically parasocializing. Like, I'll bring up a good example being that I recently met this person and we were just having a conversation and like first time meeting a person, like an individual that you know, like trying to get to know the person and like trying to find similarities with the person, like as a friend, right? As you should, like have like nothing too serious and whatnot. And then this person's fan comes into the call and starts like hogging that person, and when they were talking to each other, he like talked to me and say, "Oh, don't worry, what we're doing right here, it's normal. We know each other for so long
Oh
already."
God. Oh.
Like,
Talor.
like, I'm sorry. I didn't know that gatekeeping a person like that is a norm. But I'm pretty sure before like until you started saying that, everything was fine, and I would have been like, okay, they're like really close friends, right? I'll let them talk. But the moment he mentioned something like that, that gave me like a sign that this person is kind of hogging this person, and I don't know how I feel about it, and I don't know how the person themselves feel about it. And then over the course of time, I find out that that person yang being hogged was really uncomfortable with that person and like couldn't find the heart to
Oh,
dismiss them.
oh,
That is
wow.
very scummy and very unfortunate to have in today's society. To be to like gatekeep or to like be so delusional towards artist or a famous character that you would go such lengths to do that. That is scummy and very like for the, or what do people say it nowadays? An ick. That is
Uh,
so wrong, man. And I feel like that can also be said inside the K-pop community because, like, as I said, as I said about the whole religious thing, I feel like that's a form of parasocializing, and that needs to be like addressed in today's society. Yes, you can be a fan with a person. Yes, you can be a fan with a content creator and befriend that person. But you shouldn't go such lengths as to feel like you're entitled to do things that you do to that person alone. Cause
mm,
godly, throughout my VTubing endeavors and like connecting with more VTubers, I find that at least there will be at least one person that would do such a thing. And the person that I'm talking about in particular that has people parasocializing with this person, I count and I'm pretty sure they have at least five. At
damn.
least five people who are like so entitled to be like within their proximity. It's so scummy, and I hope that none of us here and the viewers who are VTubers will ever have a fan that would go that far, because that can be mentally draining and can lead to that person that who is being parasocialized to like a bad hole, basically a bad rabbit hole. I've seen people getting depressed about it, and I've seen people who are like grown to be like less, they care about themselves less, and it's just unfortunate to see. And in the extreme of it all is again like you guys were, it got to the point that artists or like K-pop artists would commit off themselves because of the pressure.
Yeah.
So the big message here we're sharing right now is that remember that no matter who the person you are referring to or what they are as content creator, deep down they're only human, and they're only human after all. Don't put the blame
Yeah.
on them. Really, it's just
True.
unfortunate. It really is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is another good thing to bring up in this podcast. Cancel culture and parasocialism. Just so wrong. Very wrong, very wrong. But yeah, in any case, like, what other things though, as of late, that in 2024 shouldn't be a norm? I feel like we need to address retirement.
Mm.
What about retirement? What do you guys feel about retirement? When a content creator decides to retire, how do you feel about it?
Um, To me, retirement for a content creator, um, it's actually up to them if it's a good thing for
Can.
them to step back from uh from pressuring themselves to post every single day or something
Mm.
like that.
Mm,
It's a good way to step back to stop or take a break. Like they could
mm,
either stop or take a break. But if they want
mm,
to retire that early, that is up to their decision. Like
mm,
people should really respect their decision if they really want to take a break or just stop and everything. So for content creators to wanting to retire early, um, yeah, like I wouldn't say it's a bad thing.
yeah, it isn't. It
It's not
really
a
is.
yeah, it's not a bad thing. But if you're having like a difficult financial thing, then probably you need to come up with another plan, like plan B. If you're planning on retiring, if you're tired of doing content every single day, like there is another way for you. Like you can have your own business, like a small business
Mm,
to keep your like your finance afloat,
mm, mm,
something
mm.
like that.
Yeah. The reason why I bring up retirement is that so far, at least in 2024, I've seen a lot of content creators retiring, and honestly, I feel like that's a good thing in general. Honestly, I wanted to say a bad thing, but that's a different perspective. Not because the person itself is retiring. No, no, no. I say retirement is inevitable. I feel like it should be something that everyone should keep in the back of their mind. Yes, it will be a sad
Mm,
thing, but I'm thankful that for now I see that when it comes to retirement, people are supportive when it comes to retirement. I just hope that one day we don't hear anyone starting a drama because of retirement. Because frankly speaking, like how we've been mentioning it time and time again, it's only human.
mm,
Retirement should be something that when it comes to it, um, people should be supportive of the choice of retirement, and I hope that no drama comes about. Because, yeah, I'm just as sad as people who are like super fans about content creators retiring.
mm,
But I feel like it
mm,
should be a celebration rather than something sad. A celebration that they've hit their peak and they are ready to pass down their title to someone who wants to step up to the mantle.
yeah.
Right now, I'm seeing a lot of love and support when it comes to retirement. Mainly in particular that I am personally like shocked to hear. It is a shock to hear about retirement. I think it's quite a shock, especially if it's out of the blue. Matt Pat from Game Theory, he's retiring soon and
Mm.
is doing his best to make as much years.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm,
like you said about backup plans, I'm happy to hear that he is still in the game theory company. It's just that he's just he's not being the host. He's just gonna work a different department. So
mm,
yeah, retirement.
mm,
I feel like in K-pop that should be something that everyone in the community should keep in the back of their mind. I feel like they're so attached with these artists and whatnot. They think that they would last forever. I hope that's
mm,
not the case for people who are actual fans. Because if they think that an artist will go on for on and on, kind of sad to think about because they're gonna retire and I hope fans in general will keep that in the back of their mind that it's inevitable for them to early retirement ka or retirement. It's up to them if they want to retire. All right, guys.
Mm.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. Zach.
Nobody's gonna live forever
Mm,
unless they find something to keep humanity forever young.
yep. The Fountain of Youth is so far a myth, but if it comes to become a legend, again, up to them. Regardless,
Yeah.
people do get tired of what they want to do, and even that's gonna happen. Yeah,
What about you, Kakaliv?
yeah. You have something you want to bring to the table? like to address?
Mm, just pointing out that although I do personally feel sad, pasal people retiring, but you need to realize Jua, the people who are retiring ani are the same people who have been making content non-stop for years, for maybe like half a decade or for almost a decade. They've been making content, and
Mm-hmm.
I definitely could relate so because the feeling of burning out. I rasa dorang
Yeah.
burn out. That's why dorang retire.
Mm.
And they can see that macam the app TikTok, it's on the rise. And then people have been making much more profit just by becoming TikTok affiliates of
Yeah.
ataupun partners, and Twitch juga. Unlike YouTube,
Mm.
YouTube is getting more strict with policy nowadays. They're trying
Yeah.
to, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, they're trying to focus more onto uh, making it as like a macam a TV network pa. But they're focusing it more onto the
Mm.
kids because they realize the pattern is that nowadays there are so many iPad kids, so many kids watching YouTube, macam just to calm them down, and therefore by making YouTube kids, just to me it's a stupid idea. It's
Mhm.
it's like macam monopolizing the YouTube ataupun it's making much more profit off by watching YouTube Kids wah.
Mm.
And the freedom, the flexibility, what happened to that like back in the day when YouTube was just an underrated social media wah. Macam Nico Nico TV ataupun apa lagi Billy ka ataupun what is it the other one Billy TV Billy
Bibili.
TV
Really, really.
Nico Nico
Niko
TV.
Niko Doga.
Oh, Nico
Niko
Nico.
Niko Doga.
Yeah, that one. Macam masa ni YouTube making strict nowadays, and then the qualification requirement in order to become a YouTube partner pun semakin demanding, and
Yep.
there's like competition now within the YouTube influencers, within YouTube subscriptions particularly. Macam it's not about posting what's fun anymore. It's more about making money off of it just by
Yeah, that's
posting
sad.
bland content. It doesn't feel original anymore. Macam dulu. Doesn't I don't feel the same spark anymore by
Yeah.
watching YouTube. And then I think that's just how the veteran influencers feel kali ni selama ni macam they look at their revenue. It's not as macam you punya the viewer count itu it's not as fluctuating as it used to be. I noticed that the pattern nowadays, like the number of views makin kurang in
Yeah.
veteran YouTubers, and then there are uprising new influencers, new YouTubers coming up, and it's VTubers surprisingly.
Hmm.
Macam VTubers are on the rise. Hololive especially, and Niji Sanji, and V Shoujo, the kirakan three of the biggest VTuber communities, companies. They've been making money off so fast pa, just by live streaming. Unlike back in the day, you don't live stream, you upload to YouTube. And then they've been pretty making a terrible heck of money in a good way. Macam dorang buat money tu making banyak because of super chats, because of members, because of subscriptions, and then merchandise juga yang baling dengan YouTube. So it's all about money lah masa ni. And
Yeah.
It's all about money.
it's devastating juga.
It really is devastating in this.
It's all about money and power nowadays, not just pure happiness.
And
Which is it's
Yeah.
quite difficult to find it nowadays. And I can,
Mm.
just talking it out loud, I can finally understand kenapa people decided to retire from YouTube. They burnt out. Revenue dorang mungkin dah cukup. So, and then they just want to relax. And they just want to,
yeah,
enjoy life in a slow
yeah.
pace. Just not just off, not just on the
Yeah.
internet, but find happiness off from social media. That's what I
Mm,
personally think of it.
You know, it makes me sad to hear a content creator like at the end of their video, like when they're talking. For me, my example would be when I was watching a analysis video for a game, and at the end of the video, when they're like saying their buys and everything, they mention about updates about their life, and they mentioned that um they they enjoy they are now, the reason why they're posting less now is because they want to take a step back and post videos when they want to, because
Mm.
they don't want to make YouTube feel like a job. They
Yeah.
want to make it enjoyable for themselves,
Mm.
and revenue being a secondary thing. That,
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's a good thing to hear, but what it implies is sad, because people who post consistently, maybe they're not, some of them are not doing it because they enjoy it, but rather it's like an obligation, because that's just the means to an end to generate revenue, which honestly YouTube should make that a second priority, because YouTube
Mm-hmm.
should be more about making content because you enjoy making,
Mm-hmm.
like for us streaming here in community. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
for us, we just stream because it's something that we enjoy, and that's like the right way of thinking it. Sure, you can have revenue being something that you pursue too, but it shouldn't be the main drive, because eventually that will burn out, and burnout leads to less content, and you know, start to dwindle down and think about yourself. I say this because at one point I did experience that. I kind of pushed myself to hit my goal, and I got burnt out, and so that's why I didn't stream as much. I think it was like early 2023. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it shouldn't be a job. It can be a job, but it shouldn't be something that will cause. You gotta do things in moderation. Everything in moderation, as they say. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's something that. Yeah. That is that's one other thing that I will bring up. Do you guys have anything else that you want to bring up?
no.
Mm-hmm.
I have said my piece pa lang about this topic already.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I myself, I feel like I think I've already said one. So, what do you think of today's podcast? How does everyone in general think of today's podcast?
I'm actually, I'm very thankful for being here, like the first time ever being able to talk about some serious topics, some topics that needs to be out there that people need to know. I
Mm,
mean, sure, some people may not see this, but I'm glad that I'm able to talk it out with people who understand how these kind of topics are really a huge, big deal in the world nowadays. So I'm very grateful for that.
mm, mm, mm. What about you, Kaka? How do you feel about
GG well played.
yeah, GGWP?
Actually, my brain's like frying out because from the Valorant yang kami main today, the whole patang, the whole morning lights, the whole morning I've been
Yeah,
playing. Ita, sorry,
good
kala ko
thing not
diam most of
continuing
the
with more
combo.
topics.
That's okay. I myself, for me personally, how I think of, because it's really, it's a nice change of pace where instead of like leisurely stuff, we would normally talk. I love the bring up certain things that
Mm.
I feel like it needs to hear, especially not that many out there to talk about stuff. Yeah, there are people out there that are delusional. There are people out there that are parasocial. There are people out there that would love to, and it needs to be said and stuff that
Kandi changak turong orang cuma tu.
at benar for real, man.
Yeah.
Gramat.
But yeah, I like the fact that today's podcast is something to do about alt brain because personally speaking, I feel like we're in the we're in our era where we're gonna have to pave way to new generation, and I feel like the new
Mm.
generation needs to hear things like yes, people talk about like mental health and whatnot, but the thing is that if we don't bring up such topics like this, who else would try to educate the new generation? Who else would be out there
Mm.
to help bring awareness about such stuff?
Mm.
We're in, god damn it, we're literally, well, me and Kakali, we're like streaming for like 3 years now, 3 years plus, and we have new streamers coming, and new streamers need to acknowledge that, um, take it easy, man. Please, oh, like work orientated. Yes, discipline can be a thing that will help motivate and help cultivate a better community or like a streaming career. But you need to remember that in the end, it shouldn't be taken serious. And cancel culture is right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because goddamn, it needs to be addressed. But yeah.
Not only that, it's
Hmm.
because it's something that we've been holding back dari last year. Tapi due to apa ni, our whereabouts and activity, so all of the ideas that we've been suppressing in our head up until this moment,
Yeah.
and that's why panjang banana this podcast it already hits a 2 hour mark. It's
To
because
our
we've
mark.
been holding back what we've been
Like,
wanting to say this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that
yeah.
it was a matter of timing
That
into
we
that
address such stuff.
for the last year. We've been on a roller
Mm-hmm.
coaster. Mm.
Is the
Yeah.
world is
Mm-hmm.
such a fact, and sometimes maybe a little draining to cultivate behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, time to refresh our mind again. I think it's safe that we should be moving on to the last topic,
Mm-hmm. Which is
which is about daddy issues. This is something that
oh
one wants to talk about Jua. And it has to do dengan
oh
Disney kan, one ba sila kan?
Yeah.
got it.
It's about daddy issues.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing about what I noticed. Like when you're a kid, when you're watching Disney, of course you wouldn't realize the things, the details about the episode or movie you're watching. But then as you grow older, you kind of realize that there's something that is missing and it's just not right. So this has like been on my mind for quite a while. So I was like wondering why out of all the Disney characters, like the main characters, which is Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Daisy, like out of all these characters, why is Goofy the only character that is a dad? And more
Good
importantly,
point.
like why is the wife never mentioned? Why is she not in the picture? And
Yeah.
then for them trying to put him together with Clarabelle, which is a cow, it does kind of seem like okay, like they look alike, so people or like kids wouldn't even realize. But when you're older, you kind of notice they're different species, like a dog and a cow. So it's like it wouldn't make sense.
Interspecies. Yeah.
And the funniest thing is that there are like so many comics or like episodes where Mickey and Donald they have their own nephews and nieces, but they don't have their kids of their own. And the thing is like they have partners. Like Mickey has Minnie and Donald has Daisy. How come they don't even have like, you know, kids of their own when they're constantly, together? And
Hmm.
then yeah, it's like where is that? And then yeah, that's the main reason, like why Goofy's the only one that is a dad, which is I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's actually a good thing that he's a dad. It shows that even though he is like an
He's
absent-minded
goofy.
person, tapi it's good that they put him in a like a good father figure because it shows that no matter what kind of father you get, you should be grateful of the like father you have, which is shown like Goofy would do anything for his son.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, that
like
is kind of
there's
crazy.
no there's no hate, there's no wrong of Goofy being a dad. It's just the question like why is he the only one and where is the wife?
Hmm. Yeah. Where is the wife? Yeah, who is the wife? What's up with that?
Exactly.
Why is Goofy? Oh, and another thing that I don't understand: how come Mickey has a dog and a best friend who is a dog? And I'm not talking about just Pluto being
Yeah, but we have an
man's best friend.
anthropomorphic dog, and then there's the other dog. It just acts like a normal dog.
Dog. What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Do you want to know the
Yeah,
answer to
that's
that?
like also
There's no answer.
Do you want to know the answer to that?
What?
Fucking
What's the answer?
mutation. Fucking X-Men shit.
Oh.
They just did an
X-Men.
Imagine, okay, this is a conspiracy theory.
mutation.
Imagine, there are no other animals that can talk except the Disney crew members. Disney, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy, and then Clarabelle. Siapa lagi to? Pete. And then
Pete.
the anak na buah.
Yeah, Pete.
What if
See,
the conspiracy theory is, what if they were put to an experiment? What if in the Walt studio, Walt Disney, and then the experiment thingy happens in Walt Disney Studio? What if they, for example, they built a farm, they grew up, they have an animal farm, and then they grew up these animals, mice, ducks, dogs, cows. I think those are the animals in I know. And then they pluck up like some of the animals, and then they inject a vessel tip, and they did experiments on the animal to make them talk. They would torture the animals, they would torment them, they would not feed them for days, so that the animals were forced to talk. And then there they are.
That take
That
on
is
it.
that is a serious
It's-
That is a dark way to put it, but it is. I can see what you're getting at. In my eyes,
Thank you
about
for the
mutation,
hydrate. Thank you. Alright guys,
in
minum
my
guys. Kana
Alright.
suruh hydrate guys.
alright,
Cakap dah
thank you
ni,
for
2
the
jam lebih dah ni kamu.
Get them.
Kamu pernah yang bercakap ni, aku mendengar. Let me get my ice lemon tea. Dreams away.
This do. Ui, ah, oo. Oo, i, oo. I, ah. Ui, ah, ah.
So basically,
Alright.
long story short, my conspiracy theory is how they make the animals talk. That does not include Disney. Other movies, Madagascar, Tatala. They would torture these animals. They would isolate them in rooms. They would not feed them nor cherish them with love. They would not shower the animals to torment their mental health, and then just to make them talk.
This is dark. It's just dark.
It's a dark conspiracy theory. Wah!
This should have been during the Halloween. Holy shit.
The what?
The Halloween Mary
Halloween.
Bachita.
Bruh? Ato! Yeah.
There's a lot of things to discuss about Disney. Like, it's not just that. There's also like other questions that I'm also wondering. Like, why a lot of the Disney princesses like don't have both parents, or they don't have like one parent, or they're just like parentless at all.
Parent
Like,
issues.
what's up with that? What's up with that? Like, why do you gotta make it so sad? Why you gotta make it so dark?
It's an overused trope at this point.
Did Walt Disney have parent issue? Did he have any? daddy issues or mommy issues? Kamu tahu ka? That's what I'm
No,
wondering.
Not that I've heard.
not that I've heard.
I only see issues about the park. That's it.
Mm.
Let me
You know,
check.
And
Ara,
yeah, what do you do that?
Wikipedia, the most reliable resource. Uh-huh.
and then like there's these two princesses that have their own series, which is Sophia the First and Elena of Avalor. So they have their own series, they have their own like special episodes and something like that. But they never ended up being in the princess lineup because obviously they said that if I don't know for a princess they have to be in the movie. But to be honest, like they don't really need to be in the movie because in the series it's actually much more better because it shows how much they grow to become a princess.
Mm.
As in the movies, it's just that short 1 hour. But in series, it's like 20 minutes, like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it shows like their journey of being how they turned up like this
Mm-hmm.
into being this strong, independent princess.
Mm.
So for them not to be included in the princess lineup is kind of sad. Like they
Oh.
really actually deserve to be in the Disney lineup, to be
Mm.
honest.
Mm.
Maybe because it's kalau kan dikatakan terlalu fokus on kanak-kanak sama je dengan the other princesses.
Yeah.
Mm,
Or maybe because it's the fact that maybe the Disney princesses yang the movie versions are based on a classic storybook, classic tales. Unlike Sophia the
mm,
First and Elena the show, I'm
yeah,
not familiar with those shows, but I assume that those two are original from Disney, so that's why they're different compared to
yeah,
the ordinary Disney princesses.
yeah.
That's what I think lah.
Mhm.
Mm.
What about Delka? What's your opinion on it?
Uh, I personally, you guys bringing up Disney princesses. Actually, in the movie, do you guys watch? Oh, welcome to the stream,
Oh,
Covalent. How
hello,
you doing?
Strikes. Hello. Hello, Covalin. Hello.
But yeah, you guys mentioning about this, all of this makes me realize. In the
Of the Brainless Podcast. Okay, sambung.
welcome to Brandon's podcast. Yes, fucking Wreck-It Ralph 2. There's a scene where all the Disney princesses are together. Have you noticed that some of the princesses are not there? Did you
Like
guys
who?
notice that? If I'm
Yeah.
not am I not mistaken, like Moana, like why not
Eh,
her? Why is she not deemed as a
Ada, she's
princess?
in
She was.
there. She
She's
is
in the
in
scene.
She
there.
was.
She's in the scene.
She
There's a,
is.
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
I'm tripping balls. Okay, but
Let me pull out the Wreck-It Ralph 2.
okay, but there are some characters that should be in there.
Okay,
That's deemed
bagi
as
example.
princess.
Siapa?
Fuck, I don't remember all the characters though. But I know there are some characters in there that should be as princesses. Okay, let's see. Hang on.
Princess
Yeah,
Ida.
so was she not in there?
No, she's not a princess.
Siapa?
Technically, she's not a
Siapa?
princess.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
You know Kira from Atlantis.
Yeah, she's not a princess.
She's not.
I
She
don't know
is.
much about her, but she's not a princess. Nor have I ever watched the movie before. But I know she's not a princess. I think.
But like, why does
She
it
a
have to be
baddie,
just?
but she ain't a princess. That's sad.
Well, why does it have to be just princesses in that scene? I never understood why should it just be princesses. There are plenty of women inside.
I know why don't focus on the kids, but that's why they put Disney princesses.
But there are other women characters that are well deserving of a princess title.
Like who?
Like,
Like cool.
okay, this could be biased. This could be biased. If you guys have you guys watched the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Esmeralda. She's not a princess.
She is not.
though.
She is not. She is not.
She's
She is
Sapata?
not.
What is she? She's
I'm aware.
a gypsy.
She's a
Apa?
gypsy.
Gypsy.
Yeah,
She's
she's
a gypsy.
gypsy.
But why is she not in there? Come on,
Because
man.
it's controversial.
How is it controversial?
So it's gypsy.
What? But she was such a good
I
character.
know. She's a good character, Jua. Tapi you know, it's for the.
She's one of the badass characters.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, Mulan is not a princess, so she shouldn't be included at a Wreck-It Ralph. She shouldn't.
Wait,
she's married.
She shouldn't.
No, because
She's-
she's okay. She's not married to an emperor. She's not married to a prince.
No.
She's married to a general.
Wait, Mulan is in that
That's
scene?
not the reason.
Wait, what?
That's not the reason.
Wait,
That's not the reason.
apa?
No, Mulan is a princess because she saved her country.
Oh yeah, because the emperor bagiya the necklace. Ay, ako
Yeah,
to.
she was given the title
Ah,
princess.
yeah. She was given the title. Yeah, right. Oh my god, I forgot.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not that adept when it comes to Disney and shit, but
Siya pala kita. Because like there's some people who don't know how they became
Moana is not a
princess.
princess.
Moana, she is
Moana,
a princess.
bukannya
She
anak
is.
ketua kampung kan saja.
is it?
Yeah, so basically he's the king, so that makes her the princess.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Like the
Yeah.
king of the
As
tribe.
for yeah. As for
Mm.
Pocahontas, it's the same thing as Moana as well. He's the king of the tribe. Belle because she married the beast.
Yeah, the beast who was a
course.
prince.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yes.
Cinderella, Ariel, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Belle. They're very straightforward. Oh no, Tiana, Princess Tiana point. They're very straightforward because they get married to a prince.
Oh no, pasal Ariel, anang niya si
Oh,
princess
Ariel is a
already.
princess. Oh my god, she's a princess of
Well,
the.
yeah, Ariel is a princess.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is. She's in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
The one who is originally like already has the title princess is Jasmine, Ariel,
Mhm.
Aurora,
Oh,
Rapunzel.
don't forget.
and,
No, Merida.
Yeah, Merida,
Yeah.
like Snow White.
Yeah.
Snow White? Yeah, she is.
She
But it's just not
is.
about much background. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are like the Disney princess.
Right.
I'm surprised they ended up including Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph as a princess.
Oh, cause she's the princess of the Candyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside the first one.
That's her full name. Kida. Who's Kida? Kida siapa?
From
Kida.
Atlantis.
Huh? Oh, from Atlantis.
Atlantis. Yeah.
Oh, I'll definitely watch it, Covenant. Nanti tayo yet. Atlantis. Because I remember I watched it before. Tapi I lupa. I lupa the plot.
Huh.
Mm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Them such back apa ni? Let us drag back upon back to the topic.
Do you
Pasal jadi
guys,
issue.
do you guys know Anastasia?
I do. She was supposed to be part of the Disney kan.
Yeah, she was supposed to be part of the Disney.
Fuck, I'm
But-
angry about it.
The person that was supposed to give them the rights died.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't get the rights. So in the end, she's a forgotten lost
Character.
princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why my hair is red. It's from influence of not only the Little Mermaid, but from Anastasia because I love her so fucking much. I even remember masa back
Yeah.
in Aku Sekolah Rendah, I put her name as my password to my old email.
Damn.
Oh,
It's always like
Damn.
Anastasia
she's one of the
1203.
best. Like she is also a badass by herself.
Yeah.
She goes by a different name, Joa Anya.
Anyo.
Mm. I still stand for Esmeralda. Like, out of all characters,
She's so
Esmeralda.
hot.
Mm.
She's hot.
Mm.
Oi, 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 oi. Chill, babe.
Esmeralda. Yes. Peak
Esmeralda.
Disney character.
True.
Peak Disney character.
Yeah, I feel like okay, you know what? Let us three talk more about Disney princesses because I feel like tadi bertiga macam terus terbangun from the topic to
Nah,
feel
I don't know much though. I don't know much about Disney princess.
well,
General?
dragging your ass into Disney. We're gonna force you to watch every single Disney movie.
Nah, here's the thing. It's not that I don't appreciate Disney animations. It's just that I don't really like have like a surplus of information when it comes to Disney. Like out of all Disney movies I've watched throughout all of my life, the one that strikes me the most, and I'm saying it because it's always in like the back of my head,
Yeah.
would be Big Hero 6 of all things.
Oh, Big
Because-
Hero 6.
Uh,
Oh.
That
Oh.
movie
Ah,
is
siya.
Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 deserves a sequel.
Oh,
like
yama.
still.
Oh, Tadashi. Oh.
Bro, Tadashi, man.
My daddy.
Although
Poor
I love
dude, he
all the-
died in a
is
fire.
alive somehow.
I know. I'm denying that he's dead. I always believe in my heart that he's alive. Waiting for the
He's
Big Hero 6
alive
part 2.
somewhere.
I
We're waiting for
know.
him to be the
Yeah,
villain.
Why
Come
don't-
on, man. He's out there somewhere. He can't be dead.
Yeah, to the
He can't
Tadashi
be dead.
stan, we're not gonna believe that he's dead. Na badan niya. What the fuck?
Nobody, man.
Nobody.
No evidence.
Nobody no evidence. No evidence.
Nobody
he don't dead.
know.
He might be alive, or he might be kidnapped, or he might be brainwashed by someone else. I don't know.
Who knows, man? I still hate the professor, man. That fucker, I swear.
He might mutate himself into some fucking apa niyan, the nanoparticle. Salah to Marvel
Yeah,
reference
maybe.
to.
Do you guys
Mm.
did you guys believe that theory back then
Apa?
where they say that Anna and Elsa are siblings to Tarzan?
Oh, that was back in the
There's a whole
day.
game theory about that. There's a whole game theory about that.
Do you
There's
want to
a whole
know? Do you
film
want to
theory.
know, Delka?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you want me to explain it, or do you want to explain it?
You explain it.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it because aku terbangun sudah when it comes to Disney topic. Sorry. Okay, so basically, baru aku bangun when it comes to Disney. So I'm like a hidden gem of Disney stan, you know, guys. You know. Anyways, okay, we're gonna talk about the conspiracy theory. Oh, macam conspiracy theory pelang tadinya. Okay, anyway, we're gonna talk about it.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so
It's Brainless Podcast, man. Fuck it.
Brainless Podcast. Okay, so they theorize that they linked the movie Frozen and Tarzan kan. Do you remember the
yeah.
early scenes in Tarzan movie?
Yang
Yes.
the ship atau?
Yeah, there was a shipwreck kan, and then
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
parents they built kanto their houses from the shipwreck boat, and then the Tarzan kan. They believe that the parents were the same parents from the Frozen movie, so they have the same mustache, they have the same hair color, roughly the same eyes, but it's just that it's animated differently. But
Yeah.
I look back and thought personally after that I heard of that conspiracy theory, I had to watch those two movies to compare. Aku compare kanyo punya dorong punya usolnya. They have the same mustache. Walaupun the Frozen punya dad warna ginger, tapi the dad in Tarzan warna brown kan. So
Yeah.
it's believed that macam their Tarzan punya parents in the Tarzan movie, but in the Frozen movie, dorang kena revamped in a way. Macam dorang kena revamp
Kena
lah their
bakso
appearances. Tapi they have the same appearance itu. Hampir nyaris ba na rin punya usul niya to. And initially, so they had Elsa and Anna kan. But on their way, masa dorang keluar dari Arendelle, they had a baby, which is Tarzan, and then they assumed they died in the shipwreck, but they were alive. It's assumed that they were alive because in the Tarzan movie, so they actually died because of the jaguar or the leopard.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's
You mean the jaguar yang at that scene where the mama monkey
the
was like,
mama gorilla mga kakanta
Yeah.
to Tarzan. Yeah. It that they
Yeah.
really they
Oh,
actually died because of the jaguar. They ate them alive.
and the jaguar was there to finish the family off.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
that's the
god.
theory. Tapi when they made Frozen 2, sorry, spoiler alert. It is shown that Elsa had the power kind to create ice from water because water has memories. So she
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
able to recreate the moment before their parents died. So they were hugging
Yeah.
each other
Yeah.
in the
Oh.
ship. So the shipwreck was still there when they on the second movie of Frozen. It's in
Yeah.
it's near Atahalan ga, or like way before Atahalan. And then they saw the
It.
shipwreck, so it's kind of debunked in a way because in the Tarzan movie they make the house based on the shipwreck. But
Yeah.
in the second movie, the shipwreck is already there. It's frozen, so it's kind of debunked.
Oh.
That's the thing.
Okay.
That's the thing about Disney is that they always put like Easter eggs.
Yeah.
They link like from one movie to another, macam one universe to another universe. For example, the Monster Inc. They had the star shaped ball. That is from the story. That's from the Toy Story punya no, franchise.
Yep.
Hey, them and their multiverse shit.
Don't
Oh
they have
yeah.
like a
There's.
canon? Don't they have a statement that all the Disney movies are canon in each universe? All of them are connected into universe. Is it not connected?
Um. There is a possibility that they're connected,
Mm.
but there's also like cameos and stuff like that.
Eh, I see now. Interesting.
Yeah, like when they had cameo of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head in Hantukan Ima Balik Rumah. Yeah, that's another.
Bukan. Aduh. No.
Mr. Potato Head atau Mrs.
Yeah,
Potato Head.
there was a Mr. Potato Head. It was a Mr. Potato Head. God. Oh my god. Yeah, and when it comes to other Disney movies, like what and like remember about God, there's like so many. But at the top of my head, it's just those two from the fucking Big Hero 6. Which, by the way, go, another underrated gem. Come on, man. Go, Sims. Where
I think you
Go
like her
Sims?
because of her thick thighs.
Yeah.
She has extremely thick thighs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think that's why you like her.
Hochi mama.
You
And
horny
Uncast.
bitch.
Nah, the thing is that people simp for Aunt Cass, and I get it. Aunt Cass, she's basically a MILF. But Go though, come on, man. Where is the Go fans?
Bro, you like thick women.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Do you like Honey Lemon?
You know, there's also
Honey Lemon
like
too, yes. I want to mention Honey
there's also
Lemon, but I
this-
forgot her name.
there's also this topic where people don't really focus on, which is the Disney villains punya topics.
Oh.
Yo!
Hit me one more time. Hit me
Okay.
about it.
So like there's this writer who created this series of books of Disney villains of their backstories.
Yeah.
There is?
It's on Best Eastern.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
So basically a lot of them are connected to each other, especially the magical ones. Like it turns out there's some villains that we don't even know. Like there's these villains that are called the Odd Sisters. So basically they're like witches, and they used to be friends with like Maleficent, the Evil Queen, Ursula, Mother Gothel. Like there was a cult of them. There was like, of course, witches having a cult, and then of course them having falling out of each other. Like one of them would betray them, one of them would use them, and everything like that. but it came down to people are like wondering, do these villains know each other? Which is to some theory, yes, some of them do might know each other because of course because they're using dark magic and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the like some of the villains, some of their backgrounds are really that sad, like really
Mm-hmm.
hurtful to read. Like for example, Ursula, punya background, it was said by this I saw this video. This person read the book Ursula, Poor Unfortunate Soul. I wanted to read it myself, so I will read it nanti, but here's what I got from the video. So apparently Ursula was one day she was like drifted off on this shore, and then this kind old man ended up taking her in, so like adopted her because she never had parents or she doesn't have parents or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't know who her parents were. And this kind old man was very nice of him to bring her in and give her a home, like take care of her. But then the townspeople, they treated her badly because she was different. One, she feels that she was different. And then one day, she ended up like transforming into the form that she is, which is like a tentacle monster. That's what
Mm-hmm.
the village people call.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they feel threatened by her, and then of course they want to execute her. So they chase her out of the town,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted to kill her. But very sadly, the guy that who raised her, well, obviously we'll call him dad. He he did the most very sad thing. Like he defended her, like he let her escape while the townspeople ended up killing
Oh
him.
shit. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was very sad that she had to watch him being killed by these people.
Mm.
So she feel like of course not like her whole life is like of this pain and everything. So she's really sad that she lost somebody who really cared for her.
Mm.
But then I don't know, but somehow she ended up finding out that her real father is actually Poseidon,
Oh.
Ooh.
the king of the seas. So she tries to go to Atlantica to see her half brother, which is uh King Triton, which is Ariel's father.
Mm-hmm.
And that time Ariel wasn't born yet. So when she tried to go to Atlantica, King Triton was actually being mean to her because because she has tentacles for her fins. And unlike the Atlantic people, they all have normal mermaid fins.
Mm.
So he feels that it was unnatural for her to be in the under the kingdom. But kindly the wife of King Triton, I forgot what's her name.
Mm.
She
Athena?
was the no, not Athena.
Oh, bukan yang lain lagi ke?
Yeah. I forgot what's King Triton's wife's name.
Eh?
Is it Athena
Let me
Greek?
search that.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought Athena
Fuck.
is.
King Triton
Ah,
wife.
Athena. Ah, yeah, there's
Bitch!
Athena.
You're questioning my brain.
There's another Athena. Oh God. Okay.
As a this. I'm offended. Teruskan.
Uh, yeah. So Queen Athena was the one that let convince King Triton to let Ursula be in the kingdom. So of course, like she was the only one that was nice to Ursula throughout those years.
Mm.
But then after the whole accident happened where she was killed by pirates, there was no point of King Triton being nice to her anymore, being nice to Ursula.
Mm.
So he banished her to the outlands. That's how she ended up being in like that big house of a shell of
Mm-hmm.
a skeleton whale. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's why she turned evil because all her all her life she wanted to have a family, and she found that in the old man that she met, she found that in Queen Athena, but these people ended up dying.
Mm.
And King Triton, it turns out the real dark twist is that King Triton was the one that uh, put Ursula into the human world because when they were young, uh, Poseidon actually wanted him, King Triton, and Ursula to rule the seven seas together.
Mm.
But King Triton, feeling that Ursula is unfit because of her tentacle form, feels
Fucking
like
ass
he
bitch.
should
Uh
be
huh.
the only one that rules the sea.
Greedy
So
ass bitch. Uh huh.
that's why he sent her off into the human world to
Mm.
get rid of her. And
Mm.
then without Athena, he is able to get rid of her again. So basically, King Triton is the one that was the villain in the story.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't actually Ursula. Ursula just wanted to like have somebody to love her, but in the end, she ended up being consumed with anger and revenge and darkness. That's why she became the villain of the sea. That's why in The Little Mermaid, it's not how it is, the story it goes, because what happened wasn't true. And there was actually a backstory to it, which was King Triton was never a good person to Ursula. He was very mean to her. He wanted her out. He actually at one point he wanted her dead.
Damn.
So it is kind of like sad to see Ursula had to go through that much pain of being in turning into a villain because people misunderstood her. Like they see her as a tentacle person, they think she's a bad person, but she's actually not. But people kept on calling her out like as a bad person.
Mm.
You know, like when if you see a person in like a menacing look, you think they're a bad person, but deep down they're not. Like they just look like that, but they're actually a nice person.
Yeah.
That's what That's why, like, I feel like she could have given, like, they could have given her a second chance. Like, try in Indian, he ended up won. He ended up getting the seven seas by himself. But I feel like, I hope that he feels guilty of what he did.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
like, there's so many villains that have a very sad backstory where they ended up being the villain, where people ended up hating them. But people actually don't know what the true story is behind, like, why did it turn out like that?
hmm, that is an interesting take. And honestly, that's a new perspective for the Little Mermaid that I never really did not know that. Yeah. Anything else that would like to be mentioned, honestly? Because I am
Oh
like,
shit! My
I,
battery. Hold up! I need to touch my phone. Ah.
oh no, oh my god. What other Disney movie?
A Disney movie.
What other? I don't really watch a lot of
Encanto. I
Disney.
want to talk about Encanto.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Encanto is one of the most movies that I hate a lot. The
Hey,
songs are
really?
good, but
Okay.
I hate the movie, to be honest.
Encanto. I honestly thought that you'd enjoy it. All right, I'm interested to listen.
Apa? What? What? What is it? What?
We're talking
In,
about Encanto.
yeah, what? One here doesn't enjoy Canto.
Oh.
I like the songs, but I just don't like the story. It's so, ugh, I'm so mad.
The
Okay,
movie
so
gave a penny. I had to give like secondhand embarrassment in the movie, so I related so much.
You really?
The
Oh,
feeling of
okay.
being pressured to be like to be a
yeah,
perfection for the family.
yeah,
I can definitely relate it.
yeah.
Uh, it's a
So
Mm.
basically, the story goes with everybody in the house has like a special gift,
Mm.
except for the in-laws, of course, and then except for Maribel because like we don't know why she didn't get a gift. So she is the only one that sees the cracks in the house and everything. So she's trying to fix it, but the grandma is just being a piece of work. She's like thinking, oh, she's Mirabelle's ruining everything. She's like ruining everything and blah
Yeah,
blah
just
blah.
because she's
But
normal.
yeah, because like just because she didn't get a gift, that's like she wants to ruin other people's gift. But that was
Mm-hmm.
not actually the plan. Just the grandma like being so blinded by the whole thing, which is very unfair of her to be something like that. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't like the grandma because she was very narrow-minded. She was very close-minded. She wasn't even
Mm.
bothered to listen to what Mirabelle had to say. And like even though like okay, like she changed in the end, but still I was like annoyed on how the grandma was treating her so differently.
Mm.
It's like yeah, so she's the only one that doesn't get a gift, but still you shouldn't have put pressure, too much pressure on your kids and your grandkids, to be honest. Second character, which is I actually don't have an issue with the sisters because the sisters actually like I feel sorry for them because the strong one,
The
what's her
strong
name?
one is peak. She's peak character. Yes,
Mm.
I
Like
have to
I
jump
feel
in.
bad for her
Hmm.
because like everybody is just putting work on her. Like, give the girl a rest, man.
Mm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know you. Can you move my house? Can you move the goats? No, back to my farm. Like, do it. Why are you so fucking lazy? Just do it.
Yeah, man.
Like, you're literally asking. Sure, she has like a super strength. Tapi, come on, like everybody needs a
A break.
break. They don't. She doesn't need to carry every single goddamn thing every time. You know. And then Isabella, it's her name, the second sister. I forgot what's her name. Yeah. Like people look at her as this flowery, angelic looking girl, but actually she's just being so pressured into being looking perfect. But actually she wants to be like this
Ano na pa siya kasi kan
crazy,
yata indo.
Mm.
like yeah, she wants to be wild. She wants to be wild, but because of the grandma, she has to put on this fake act where she's perfect and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but she really doesn't want to be that. And then we go to the other side of the family, which I hate the most. First off, the auntie. I
The
forgot what the
MILF.
auntie's name.
The MILF.
The
What?
one with
The one
the
with
one
the
with the
emotional.
clouds.
Nah, she's not a
Yeah.
male. What the hell? Eh, she's
She's
an
got
ick.
she's got kids. She's got kids. That's technically a MILF.
Ugh,
I'm being technical. That's
she's
the
not a
technical MILF.
likable milf. Ew.
Yeah, she's not a likable MILF, but she's a MILF nonetheless.
Ew. You wanna know who's
But
milf?
yeah,
Okay,
she
so
who is MILF?
Carolina. Okay, that's
Yeah.
her name.
Uh,
Or whatever her name. Peppa.
uh,
Peppa.
uh,
Yeah, Peppa.
yeah, Peppa
So
Pig.
what I don't like about her, it's that she like how about that? So sensitive with her emotions. It's so annoying how like just from a little bad news, she's ended up having rains and thunderstorms. Just like from a small bad news, like ah you broke your nail, then you're gonna cry about it. It's like, girl, like get your emotions straight. And
Mm.
then we move on to the husband. The husband is no help at all, and he has a big mouth. Like, why is he going on telling the like okay, I'll get back to that. And then we move on to the only person that is okay in that side of the family is the kid. The kid is fine. That boy is okay. The tiny boy, the one who can talk to animals,
Mm-hmm.
Antonio, yeah, that one he's
Yeah.
okay. But Dolores and Camilo, both of them are stupid at the same time. Dolores, she's a fucking snitch. I fucking hate her so
Yeah, I
much,
hate her
to be
so
honest.
Yeah, man, fuck
much.
her, man.
She's the true
Her with
villain.
her with her
Yeah.
stupid ass hearing. And then like see Mirabelle is already like literally on to her saying like don't tell anybody. And guess what she does? She ended
She
up
tells
telling her mother.
everyone.
Yeah, she tells
Tao la
everybody.
telinga
She's a
mo to
fucking
tajam
snitch.
braves, tapi come on la, just like understand the context of the situation ba.
Like
Mm-hmm.
if I was in that world, I wouldn't even be safe talking gossip or
Gawa.
anything because she's busy being a snitch. Like I don't want her to listen to my conversations.
And she's
And
one of the
then
people who talks about Bruno when the fucking
yeah,
auntie told Mirabel not to talk about Bruno. O Jojo don't talk about si Bruno, macam bodoh juga.
You had
How,
one
how
job. You had
ironic it is.
one job.
I have to point that out, even though I like that song. But come on, la, like
Do you have one job? Don't talk about Bruno. How fucking hard is that?
so
yeah,
Dolores is not snitching the situation where they talk about Bruno to the grandmother, but they snitch the fact that Mirabel started finding out the short of truth.
yeah.
Disgusting.
So like at the table, she ends up whispering to Camilo. Camilo, I don't give like literally their powers are the most useless powers ever. The three of them. Except for the
Yeah.
Antonio. Antonio, at least his powers are good. He can talk to animals.
Yeah.
And the
But the
mom.
three
And
of
the
And
them,
mom. The
Tiffany,
mom.
yeah,
the super strength, that's useful.
And the mom.
yeah,
Hers is
Oh
probably
my
the
god, she's
wholesome
like
one. The most
she
wholesome.
is the Disney sage. Why do I say
She's
sage?
the
Because
yeah.
she heals with her cooking. She heals
Man, her
people.
cooking looks tight, man. Her cooking looks good.
She has
Oh
like
my god.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, do you guys notice that
Julita.
Julita?
Her name is
You
Julita.
guys notice, kan? When she cooks, she sprinkles something.
Yeah.
Where's that coming
Like
from?
I,
Are those
I
flakes of her
actually love the
skin?
mom. She's one of the best one.
True. Ato ba guys?
She's
Serious
like
question.
she was able to listen to Mirabelle. She was
Yeah.
able to listen to Mirabelle.
Yeah. Dawa. Besides
And
from
then
Dawa.
like
Uh-huh.
Camilo's power, I don't get it. Like shift to different people. It's so weird.
I think he
He
has the
shift to a woman.
Sali mi Herakale so that he can jerk himself off.
Oh
Virginia
god.
Man.
Oh god. That's one way to see it. That's a cursed way to see it. But yeah, I can see where you're doing it.
Yeah. And then he ends up telling it to his dad, who ended up telling to his wife. It's like fucking and
Pag
stupid
bini niya ni
during
mo si
that dinner
Sangat.
party. And then
I'm
she is like having brainstorms and shit. And was
I'm
like, what
glad
the
I
fuck
didn't
is wrong
see
with
that
you?
part because again, secondhand embarrassment.
God,
And
man.
then the townspeople are also selfish.
No.
Selfish, selfish.
No.
So fucking selfish. I'm so annoyed. Okay, like, do you have this magical family who protects you? But come on, like, you expect them to protect you 24/7. Like, I don't need the, what's her name? Louisa standing outside my door every time when I sleep because I'm scared that a fucking psycho is gonna kill me at night.
Mm.
Okay, but like, here's the real kicker though. How about the grandma? How do you guys feel about the grandma?
I hate
Especially
her the
ending.
most.
Bitch.
I hate her the
The
most.
ending na to, the ending na to, like they were trying to justify her, but like I don't think they did the ending right. The justifications for what he's done, yeah, I get it. You protected the whole family because of you being so griefful about your husband being taken away. But like, womp womp, man, get a grip. Womp womp. I would be sad too in that case
Yeah.
of scenario. But the thing is that in the bigger picture of things, I don't think that justifies the abuse that you've done to Mirabelle. Mirabelle has gone
Yeah.
through a lot, but that doesn't mean that you should like project your like grief, your anger about all of that towards Mirabelle just because she doesn't have a gift. The gift is the gift in her, in my eyes. She herself is a gift. She's the linchpin of the family. Like, come on, that should be a gift in and of its own. Just
Okay.
because she doesn't have a fucking daughter for it,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that it's not a gift. the gift of
Yeah.
being able to be like close with everyone, that should be a gift in and of its own and should
Yeah.
not be like dismissed. Yeah, sure. Like during the event, like ceremony when holding the candle and everything, the door didn't light up. So fucking what? You're the grandma in all of this. You should help like deal with the situation a lot more better than how you did. So like I
Yeah.
feel like the ending was just a means to an end. It was like they were rushing into it. It was so it could they
Hi,
could have
Shai.
given more time. Hi Shai, welcome
Welcome to
to
the
the
Brainless Podcast,
Brainless
episode 3,
Podcast.
New Year
Hello.
Old Brain. We're talking about
Yes.
Disney. We're talking about Encanto.
Yeah, we're talking about Encanto that released last year. Last year, I
Ano ba, guys? I have a question. What is Mirabel's true power at the end? What's her true gift?
I don't think it was disclosed though. Was it disclosed in the end? Or was it wait. Isn't it not Atuka? Restoration of power.
I
Like
get
the
that, like, she gets the door at the, like, she got her own door, and it's the whole freaking house. But what's the gift? I still don't get it, but until now. Can you explain this since you watched the Encanto movie? What is Mirabel's gift at the end? What is
I
it?
feel like her gift is more. It's not actually like a physical gift, like
Can
the sister or the like this no cousins or anything.
Mm.
Her gift is more of apa ta, like we can see at
it's
the
a passive
beginning
passive power.
she's like very communicative with very everybody.
Mm.
She's
Mm-hmm.
very interactive, and she's very
Mm-hmm.
like the house even loves her. The house itself,
Bana.
casita,
That I
it
agree.
moves by itself for her,
Mm.
for her. So it shows that not only she has the power to like, I don't think she has the power to control the house, but
Mm.
the house itself knows like it commands to its master. So I feel like when at the ending, when she put back the Nabatu, she ended up being the one that is taking over the whole house of two. Yes,
Serves
that's
her
true. Like
right.
True,
Giselle, that's
Giselle.
true.
Yeah,
That is very
Giselle.
true. That is very true.
Mm.
Yeah.
This proves that their
That is
dead,
100% true.
her dead grandpa favors her the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Actually,
it shows
now that
that
we mention
she
all of
was the
this,
rightful owner
Yeah.
to take care of this
the
whole
house.
Oh,
household.
tana, like
Yes.
Giselle said, tana.
Yeah.
She replaced the
Yeah,
grandmother.
yeah.
Was her right? Biar the grandmother
Yeah,
pa ulit
did
magmati.
the grandma even have a power? Did the grandma even have a power?
I think ujung-ujung nada kali.
Yeah, she never had a
No.
power.
Her
So
power
really,
is only being annoying.
yeah. So if anything, yeah, then what's water? She doesn't have an ability because she's the one that's going to be the next person to give out
Well,
ability.
maybe like she has her power, which was to take care of the house.
yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
oh my god, you guys made my brain cells stick together now. Oh, now that I think of it. Oh, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have a power because she is supposed to be the one that gives power.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Because she's
God.
the candle holder.
She's good.
The grandma gotta go. Ability and micromanaging. True.
Her ability is micromanagement.
Hydrate semua. Hydrate.
Okay, guys, time to get wet.
What the hell?
It's moisture.
Ako cupo, karang kone.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, like the whole movie is just like I hope the village people understand their mistakes and not be so needy
If
and pushy.
if there's the second movie to Encanto, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Bruh. What would they disclose?
We don't talk about Mary
Yeah,
Bell.
we don't talk about Encanto. I'm using it guys as a background noise. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead. Feel free to use us as your background noise.
E-
Babae ta, white noise
Yeah.
ka. Kamu tidur ka.
Wow, French
Jangan saja
assignment.
terkajut kalau kamu
Oui,
terbangun
oui.
mendengar suara aku berteriak-teriak. I'm not white
Mm,
noise friendly.
Sequels.
Yeah.
Okay, what
Okay,
sequels are you talking
sequels.
about?
Okay. Oh my God, let's talk about Disney movie. Oh yes,
Inside Out.
yes. This the second Inside Out. Bukan, there's this.
the second Inside Out, yeah,
Yeah,
yo.
I'm actually excited to watch that, to be
me
honest. I
too.
wanted to see how the new emotions are gonna go with the old emotions.
I hope they do
Anxiety.
it. I hope they like do it justice, just like how they did in Inside Out One, because
Yeah.
the movie is actually a really good representation of like how to understand emotions in general. To the point
And
that
Yeah.
uh-huh.
even in like psychological clinics, they use Inside Out as the means of an example for like how to handle emotions, like the reason why people feel joy, sad, what like
Yeah.
you know, they did such a good job when they use a
Mhm.
movie, the movie that you created, as an example in like high status stuff like that, like a psychological clinic. I hope that they in the sequel for Inside Out they touch upon like some of the more heavier topics, because I feel like nowadays people are too afraid to talk about the big topics like that, and I hope
Oh
that
my
they
God.
touch upon it.
Oh my God. The fake trailer. Yeah, I saw that one too.
Oh, I
What's
I
a
was like,
saw
that
it
fake
was
trailer?
too.
What's
that was
what fake
stupid.
trailer?
Yeah.
You
Huh?
don't know?
No.
Okay, so the fake trailer shows her growing up where she's taking like sexy pictures of herself. And then
Ah,
there was like this one shot of her showing off her cleavage and everything like that. And then
huh?
it shows that she's drinking and Joy is like also drunk, like with the bash like a batshit face and everything.
Berkali kulit
What
thumbnail
the
niya.
hell? What the hell?
They
How?
Photoshop see Riley is having like duck face, duck lips, and then big tit.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like, what the
what?
fuck is
I
this?
so traumatizing gila pala.
I am not. How did I? How was I not made aware of this? Huh?
Thought you knew.
No, I did not know about all this.
Damn. What rock have you lived in?
I, I,
Oh
I was
my
just not aware.
god. Oh,
I am not adept with Disney, so I am very much surprised. Did not even
You
know
know, I
that.
was actually surprised that they came up with a sequel of Incredibles too. I did not expect that at all.
but I
I
thought
mean,
it, I just
oh, go on, ka? What? What happened?
I just personally think that some movies don't need sequels.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
why is that?
It's
Sometimes,
just people are already comfortable what like okay, like it's been years already. So people are comfortable with okay, that's how it ended. That's how we thought that it
oh
would
ba,
end. But then now they created like second one, like sequels. It's just like I mean, it's not a bad idea to see The Incredibles, the second one. It's not really bad a story, tapi it just didn't have that wow factor unlike the first one. Yeah, people do were wanting the sequel for so long. Tapi cham, like we thought like uh Disney won't even bother to create a second one because like they might not know or they might not listen because they're busy with other projects. So
yeah.
it was quite, of course, not unexpected for them to actually bring back that idea of creating a second movie for Incredibles. So
Oh,
technically, some sequels. they might have good plots, they might have good storylines and everything. It might turn out to be a good movie, but there are some movies that are good enough that it doesn't need a sequel or a continuation.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um, like now recently I saw there's Kung Fu Panda 4. Like
Oh,
Yeah, that
so
I'm
one,
really
annoying. Not
happy
gonna
enough. Like,
lie.
it felt unnecessary, honestly. Kung Fu Panda 3 was already a little excessive, but I
and
see, like, the ending was okay.
yes,
But I feel like
why do you
3
want to
is already the
continue?
end one.
Lagyan kang pa-annoying.
No, no, no,
Aso to give
but-
po a
yeah,
break.
yeah. Like, I feel like at 3 is already good enough. I wouldn't mind if at
Yeah,
2 Suda, but 3 was already complete. I
scared
feel
about
like
his
3 was
father.
Ganda
complete.
ba?
Yeah.
Scared about his father.
He already got himself self-confident. He already got to figure out who's the killer of Yapunya mother. And now he already got the family and he mastered key. Where else can
What
this
is the
go from
plot
here?
this time? Akulat
Yeah,
kan
he's already
Akulat kan the villain. It's a fucking chameleon.
yeah. What are we gonna learn from all of this? I feel like the Kung Fu Panda didn't need a sequel, like a fourth installment, because I feel like all three Kung Fu Panda movies already taught us a really valuable lesson.
Oh.
Kung Fu Panda 1 taught us about self
Yeah.
confidence. Kung Fu Panda 2 was talking about self worth and how to move on from trauma. Kung Fu Panda 3 taught us about learning to be a better person in that you can teach yourself, teach others. Like, what more can you teach after that? What more? There's no linchpin to Kung Fu Panda 4. Kung Fu Panda 1 had already, like, no, I'm awake now because Kung Fu Panda 2 specifically, Kung Fu Panda 2 specifically made me cry, yo. I'm not kidding when I say I was
Oh my god,
crying
the
when I
second one
watched Kung
really
Fu
made me
Panda
cry
2.
too.
Bro, yeah, that's why I felt so. I'm hyped, but at the same time, if we want to put on in our literacy like glasses, I don't see the point in Kung Fu Panda 4 other than fan service. That's it.
What the
When they
heck?
Yeah.
What?
fan service, not
And the
in that
thing is,
sense. Oh
like,
my god.
no, the
Actu
thing is,
ba?
like, he already
Uh-huh.
has a series too.
Yeah, he has already Legends of Awesomeness, and that was already a bomb. Here are the legends. Yeah, I still remember the theme.
Yeah,
I still remember the
yeah.
theme.
It was like,
But
okay.
But here's the thing. Kung Fu Panda 4, I feel it's just for the fans, Joss, for nostalgia bit. Because you know why? The one thing they hype up the most, and I mean the most hype I've seen about Kung Fu Panda 4, is about the cameos. The cameos. I'm not hyped for the cameos. I'm hyped about the villain and like what lessons to be learned in Kung Fu Panda. I'm not hyped about Tai Lung being back. I feel like Tai Lung has already done his part. He's done his part. Oh man, I swear, especially when the scene where the comedian turns into a big ass version of Poe, I was like, okay, cool. Poe's gonna fight himself, but he
Yeah.
done this like Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2 was kind of like about self worth. Why are we fighting
Yeah.
ourselves again? What is there to be done this time?
Ito ba?
Self-image was already there in Kung Fu Panda. No, all three actually. Kung Fu Panda 1 was about self-worth. Kung Fu Panda 2 was about self-identity. Kung Fu Panda 3 was about like how you view yourself in the future. What else is there to be done? Everything was about self already. If you look at it in a way, if Kung Fu Panda 4 has to do something about self again, that's just reusing it. Then trilogies is already enough. If you're having the fourth one and it's still about Poe, I think that's a letdown. It should be about someone else this time. I feel like it should be about Tigress or maybe like the Furious Five, Shifu. There's more to be
Ito
expected.
ba? They
We
should
are
have made like a prequel ka. Jangan ta pa sa si Pony ba? Give us a background story on how apa tadi?
like the Furious Five.
The
or
Furious
Shifu.
Five was formed. What about that?
Actually, there is a mini series about that.
Oh.
Ugwe. I'm like so and so when it comes to how they address Ugwe's backstory. I feel like it was okay, but I feel like it could be better. Especially in Kung Fu Panda 3, where they explained how Oogway Master Chi was through the pandas, because the pandas saved Oogway after the fight with the antagonist in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I have no complaints about it, but I think it could have been better. There's more to be explained, but like, yes, they're best friends, Lulu, but then because the antagonist was greedy for chi and the mastery of it to be ever powerful, there could be more in that. But like, what drove him to do that? Like, come on, man. Is it because of jealousy? Could it because of like maybe family situation or like self-worth? Like there's more to be added on. It doesn't have to just be about Po. Po can be a side character for once. Come on, man. Let him be a supporting character
Aku
this
rasa
time, not the
kan
main
after the 3 movies
Yeah.
ni, Po is out of plot ba? Plotnya sudah kena resolve ba? Bapa kan menambahkan lagi.
Yeah, like
I was already
serious.
happy on how it ended. I don't want it to
Ba? Macam
continue, to be
Shrek
honest.
ba? Habis sudah to.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
I thought they were
Yala.
planning on recreating that again.
Paloy. Banyak je recreation ni. They're so lack of creativity.
The industry in general now,
So
especially
not
when it comes
creative.
to animation, the thing is, animation punya like the corporate side of animation right now, they're all thinking about money. There's like, okay, what would be something that would drive more money? How about nostalgia bit? What about things that we already recognize? How about stuff like that? That's like a narrow-minded way of like portraying the animation community, because right now when it comes to new and like innovative stories, it's not the corporations that are doing it when they're supposed to doing it, by the way, because they paved a way with like a lot of but nowadays when you're trying to look for something that's actually fresh and actually original, you'd go to the indie side of places, of all places.
Yeah.
Indie lang nowadays.
Orang
yang
ini dia pula yang
banyak-
creative membuat recreation niya ni.
Oh.
They even have better
The corp-
plot.
Dude, the amazing Digital Circus. If you guys haven't watched that, you need to watch it. The animation quality in that movie, top fucking notch, yo. It's so creative. Like the whole and this lore. And the lore is something that is straight out of apa ni, something
The
that
name?
the amazing Digital Circus. You need to watch it right now. As of right now,
Digital Circus.
the company, not company, the group, the community that made that animation, it's only the pilot episode, by the way, and there's already so many subs and dubs. There's already a whole theory base about it. The community is growing, and it's a community, and it's for free. The pilot episode, you get to watch it for free. The first episode that's gonna come out soon is gonna be for free too in a couple of months. And they beat corpos, man. The animation's so good, it beats corpos. Literally, if you showed me the amazing Digital Circus and never mentioned that it was Disney, I would have pointed that to Pixar of all places. Not Disney. Disney, I'm disappointed in Disney, honestly. To nowadays. Animation
Especially with their
nowadays.
100.
Auba. And something I just noticed. What's with corporations nowadays and just sticking with 3D animation? Tell me, when was the last time you hear a corporation movie that was 2D? As of late. As of 2020.
Minus
Ada.
anime, Han. Minus anime.
Yeah, minus anime. We're talking like the big corpos yang made animation, like the movies. I'm talking like Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks. When was there ever a live 2D animation from those three? When they
Kalau
did it,
when it comes to 2D movies, nada. Tapi they try to make a redemption of it by making a fucking 2D 2D yang Disney punya series, yang Tangled. That's 2D kan?
yeah,
It's
like,
so
come on.
shitty. Kalak
Yeah.
pulang yang lama pun lagi bisa. More authentic. Yang Mickey Mouse. Kalau kamu pernah lihat the Mickey Mouse punya series. The animation
Yeah.
is better and
Yeah.
smoother than the Tangled punya. Aku lihat kan, so
Yeah.
lazy dorang ni. It's not even smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bringing up the Disney, the Mickey Mouse animation. Yo, that we need more of that.
Nostalgia.
Come on,
I
freedom,
love watching
freedom
Mickey
to make that
Mouse.
stuff.
I would wake up 6 a.m. every morning while pumamakumalakan ako on Fridays and Sunday just to watch the Mickey Mouse show at a Disney Channel. They had this like unique 3D/2D punya opening. It's so fucking nostalgic. Ako pun berteriak kada every time aku melihat the opening.
Bro, man.
I miss the old times of watching those.
Me too.
Yeah lah, like God forbid.
Hi,
yo.
Denny.
Hello,
Why especially?
Yeah,
why
Shai, I
especially-
agree. I agree. Ang the three, yung stick man at pan simple star animation. I agree with you. I agree.
Bro, on that mention, Shy, I don't know if you guys watch this series of short animations. It's adult themed and it's on YouTube.
What?
It's pretty bullshit, but it's funny as shit as well.
What?
It's called Dick Figures. It's about two stickman characters, young college life. One of them is the responsible one, and the other one is the jock one. The animations are actually pretty tight, honestly. And yeah, Shy is right on that. Dick, like Richard, the short version of Richard being Dick. That Dick Figures. And oh my fucking god, the community is. I'm not gonna disclose what I want to say, but all I can say is, if it exists, there's material for it. And God forbid, I did not expect stick figures to be like that. Oh my god. But yeah, animation in general, when it comes to this, there needs to be more liberty when it comes to like content nowadays. Okay, Encanto was okay in that aspect. They were trying something different. It kind of worked, but it fell
But in a
flat.
stupid way.
It fell flat.
Mickey Mouse works. Nina yung always watch every morning.
It fell flat by in my eyes. It really did. It could be better. It's the right step to try out new things. Just don't make cash grabs and like nostalgia bit. We want something new, man. God, I still am on that statement about the
And,
Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda 1 and
Wait.
fucking animation community
So
now.
let me share this intro to you guys to feel not the audience of course because copyright. Tapi let me
Waduh.
aku screen share. Okay.
Alright, pull it out.
It's kalau kamu lihat nih Mickey Mouse works. Oh, nostalgic brabe. Sumpah.
Alright, let's see.
Okay. Let me know.
Alright, I'm
Let me
in.
know kalau kamu sudah masuk.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. One.
One.
You in? Are you in?
You gonna watch?
watch. Well,
We're
wait.
gonna watch kajap Mickey Mouse punya intro. The Mickey Mouse works.
Alright, let's see this.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I miss it. Gila, I haven't seen this in such a long time.
yeah, we need more wacky shit like this, man. This could be nostalgia speaking, but I feel like a little bit more wackiness nowadays wouldn't hurt. Like, come on, it shouldn't hurt. Like, God forbid.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Corpos ruined this for everyone. We need shit back. Like,
Mickey Mouse
classic.
works.
Bruh.
Starring Donald Duck.
Okay, itu saja.
Yeah, oh my god. Man, man, what community? I'm happy for the indie side. There are some bad apples, but for the most part, they're all Gucci, man. Hazbin Hotel is also a really good example, honestly. Like, to the point that voice actors, they even hire, like, the some of the older voice actors that we all know. You know, one of the characters in Hazbin Hotel is voiced by Billy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Siya it's like that one character has a wife apparently, and yeah, he's voiced by Billy from Billy and Mandy. So like, indie side of things need to be presented more, man. God, more indie content, please. We need more of that shit, but from Corpos. Corpos should let the writers write what they want to write. Turning Red was okay too, honestly, in my eyes.
Hello, Keith. Hello. Welcome to our podcast. Hello.
Welcome.
It's still
The
ongoing,
podcast has
hitting a 3-hour
yeah, it's
mark.
still ongoing.
Because
Yeah,
we've been
Turning Red.
saying all this shit from our chest
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. Turning Red from last year, right? Turning Red was last year, right? People were talking smack about that movie, but like, come on, man. Y'all never seen a girl like hyping up for One Direction or some shit? That's like normal. Come on, man. And then when it came to the topic about like, the movie being one big message about menstruation, like, okay, so what? That's like good.
That's
We need more.
educational.
Wait, it's educational.
Nowadays,
Why are you guys talking
Young
shit about that?
children, they
That's
need
cool.
to know, especially young girls. Because dulo, mana na ka nabagitawon eh. Nowadays, it's knowledge. It's common knowledge.
Oh,
Everybody
It's
needs to
good
know because
movie.
it's part of the
Like
health
it's typical
education.
teenage behavior.
I heard
Like,
people were talking
They
smack
are at
about the character.
the age. They're at the age
Oh.
where they're hyper. They're excited for new things, and
Yeah.
of course, like
And that's
as for
when they are
Mei
sexually
Mei,
active.
she's like, yeah, and everything like that.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Have you guys not seen a teenager being obsessive for what, like, boy bands? That's normal, man. And this is coming
Yeah,
from
that was me.
O duwan
That
niya
was
mong
me back
kritika to,
then.
they're in denial to. Doon pa na mga lamito sa banaya.
Banar. Like, come on, man. Hasn't seen that. Who hasn't seen that kind of stuff? I'm the least likely kind of person who would be talking about this. And I know that's like something that has happened. Like, come on, man. That kind of thinking when it comes to writing movies needs to be cultivated and let it prosper, because stuff like that is what we need in this day and age. Because you know what's sad? You know what's sad about the animation community right now? Kids nowadays, I hate this by the way because my nephew also likes this. Kids nowadays find a head in a toilet singing some random meme.
Oh my god,
Entertaining.
not the skibidi bop toilet. I hate that.
Yeah, I hate it because it's so brain rot. Whenever my nephew talks about it, I look at him with disgust. Like, bro, man, why don't you watch an actual animation? You know, this is so blasphemous. How do you guys feel about Avatar: The Last Air?
I
The
couldn't
one
relate,
animation.
so I didn't grow up watching Avatar.
But what do you guys feel about it? Is it like okay?
It's
If you give it a chance,
it's another remake, isn't it?
No, this is the thing. He was watching Skibidi Toilet on TikTok, and then my nieces wanted to watch something on TV, and I was like, okay, you guys, you know what? You guys are old enough to watch like actual animations and not just like Cocomelon 24/7. You guys are old enough for that. And my nephew, apatalagi, he's like what 11 or 12 now. I showed him Avatar: The Last Avatar: The Last Airbender. Barujo the first episode and he got bored of it. I'm like, I'm sorry? Avatar: The Last Airbender, boring. You wanna be talking about that shit to me? Nah, man. It's just the first episode and you're already bored. That's just how much brain rot these kids these days have, man. That they rather watch short and like explosive kind of approach to entertainment rather than stuff that is like boiling over the course of time. Yeah, of course, the first episode doesn't have anything much that's going on, but that's what's put into there for a reason. It's there for a reason. It's to boil over time. So then all the cooler stuff happens when the time is right. But kids nowadays, they just want things straight out of the box, like Skibby Toilet. I hate Skibby so much, man. I swear. When you okay, and this is so unrelated, but you know it's bad when Skibidi Toilet makes a reference in a game, and that
What game? Oh my god.
this is more nostalgia stuff. I don't know if you guys played Pixel Gun, but apparently there was a reference of Skibidi Toilet in a game
That is so
young
disgusting.
retro. Like, bro, it's already bad enough that game has microtransactions and everything, but the fact that they reference Skibidi Toilet in there is just so, oh my god,
Oh
bro.
my god.
I wanna cry, man. Oh my god. Like Backrooms was okay.
Katakovere, what pixel gun?
Yeah, Pixel Gun. Covenant, we played the same Pixel Gun here. I used to be a sweat in Pixel Gun.
Oh no.
And when I came back to the game, when I see so much microtransactions, they made references to like backrooms and everything. Actually, backrooms is actually another good like form of media that needs to be shown. Tapi Skibidi Toilet, no man, no, man. Backrooms, I'll give a pass to because kamu, I don't know if kamu pernah lihat backroom, the
I've
backrooms,
seen
or you
people
don't know.
play backroom.
Yeah, but the short movie, the Backrooms short movie, it's actually pretty good, pretty good. And the fact that it was made by one person, it just goes to show that the indie side of things needs more spotlight. Seriously. And actually, the another example about indie stuff, the FNAF movie. The FNAF is an indie game, and it's already reaching movie. Sure, the movie was kind of honestly in my eyes, but it was good though. Like the journey from game, like a like a game you made just because you're at your last stem of making game, to the point that it's already a movie. That's good. We need more shit like that too. Like, come on, man. Seriously.
It's not a bad movie. It just doesn't pique that much interest. Because to some people, yeah, because to some people they think, oh, like it's an insult to, I don't know, to like gamers, I don't know, like to the original game. But like I feel like maybe there's a reason why they do it like that. It's because they don't want to traumatize kids so much about it.
That and like I don't know if you guys heard about the drama, but apparently people were so divided with the ending of the FNAF movie that people started fighting in the cinema.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. I think it was in England when that happened. In my eyes, the movie was okay. It was okay. The movie's okay. Especially if you put in the perspective that the movie is not supposed to be canon in the games. That's something people need to take consideration about a bit. But yeah, man, movies nowadays, bro, so good. And they did Kung Fu Panda dirty. That's my biggest take right now. They did Kung Fu Panda dirty. Full stop. That shit deserve to stay at 3 saja. 4 ni cuman ako. I hope they can turn my opinion around because right now, that movie, I don't think it should exist. But I welcome its production. Just make sure it's actually good. What else do you guys have something to put into mind? Do you guys brain right now? Because my brain right now, I'm just inside.
Me no brain.
Kung Fu Panda 4 better not ruin.
Like the one already.
I know, brain.
I'm looking at chat right now. The people love kept adding more shit to the ruin. through Kane Pixels, the great stuff. Yep,
Hmm.
yep. Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, 3 is great. Yes, I fucking cried. Kung Fu Panda 2 hit me in the heart.
Bruh, what the fuck?
But it is that sad, man. Give it a rewatch, and you can see where I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause God forbid. Ayalo. How do you guys? What do you guys think of the 3 hours? Do
Think
you guys
about
have?
what?
Do you guys have anything else you would like to add on?
Hmm. Um, I don't know what other Disney movies that pisses me off or any animation movies that pisses me off.
So far,
Um,
I can only think of Turning Red right now because Turning Red was actually pretty good.
Maybe
Pretty
we
good.
yeah, that
can.
was one of the movies that was actually good.
Hmm. We need more of something like.
Maybe we can talk about like specifically on Disney movies in the next episode of the Brainless Podcast. Aku rasa we've been dumping a lot of great ideas and great thoughts and opinions to this episode juga. But at the same time, I don't want to like keep loading up all of the topics ini. So it's to me
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is the longest podcast we ever have, Nate.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Quite
Yeah,
a lot.
that's good.
So with that, I think now is probably time for us to end Brainless Podcast, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
And with that, yeah, that's the end of.
Okay, bye.
Come on, make an outro. Come on, come on, hostess. Come on, you're the main
Ako
host here.
host, tapi kamu berdua yang bercakap selama 3 jam ni.
I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying.
Mana
Right now.
that you've been squeezing your brain cells out selama ni.
Dude, the reason why we're called brainless is because we don't think. I'm not thinking
You
right
were
now.
thinking the entire time, man.
Okay, you want the truth?
Let me speak. Let me speak.
Okay, but let's
Since
let
you
our
guys
guests.
think-
Let's let our guests speak. Okay.
Okay. So by the time now, I think we are gonna conclude this episode. Like the next topics that we're gonna bring will probably be more Disney movies or something related to Disney. But until now, we are going to end this episode with our thanks to everybody who participate and who are watching us currently, who's watched us throughout the 3 hours. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, can't wait to be part of the Brainless podcast for the next few more episodes. I'm really excited to continue this with you guys.
Thank you. On behalf of both of us, thank you for making the outro for us.
Uy,
Because I
parang
really
may
am.
focus ko lang yung buo.
Because I really am like brain empty right now. The only thing that's in my head right now is spinning. I'm not even kidding. I wish I could project my mind
It's
right now because
okay.
right now it's just a
okay.
fish spinning. Because I saw a video of a fish spinning and I can't get it off my head.
It's okay.
Oh my days. Yeah.
So,
I
dear
think
viewers, I hope you guys will keep in touch. We will let you guys know when we will be having our next podcast, next episode in our server or our social medias.
yeah. All right. Does anyone? Do you guys have a message? Something?
I hate sequels.
Man, amen to that. Fuck sequels.
I'm done with sequels, to be honest. No, cheers to no more sequels.
Cheers to
Cheers
keep
to
it as a
no
trilogy.
sequels.
Keep it a trilogy. That's it. At most.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 is fine, but 4, it might be too much.
Mm-hmm. Too Fast and Furious. Tonto.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck
Fuck that shit. I
Yeah.
hate that.
They should have
I
stopped the
hate
moment
that.
when Paul Walker died. Okay, stay, bayok die.
Okay, we move this to the
die.
next. We move this to the next time.
We'll continue that in the next
Nantita.
episode.
We're gonna talk. You know what? In the next episode, we're gonna properly talk about sequels of the movie.
Yeah. We need to write that
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's better if we're going to revisit this topic. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
afraid
yeah.
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna summarize the whole thing
Yeah.
from this episode, and then we're gonna carry it on in episode 4. Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
about
Don't worry,
sequels
I kept
and
my notes.
movie sequels and series. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that shit. Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
bye guys.
Have a
Bye.
good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank
Thank you
you.
guys for thank
Thank
you
you,
for
guys.
thank
See you guys next time.
Thank
you for watching.
Thank you.
Alright,
Okay.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.